Oh, I get it. You can hear the spinning and feel the wind flowing, moving through them, right? Exactly. Please, sir, I'd like one of the pink ones, please. Could you please gift wrap it if possible? Of course. Kronk! Of course. The pink one. The pink pinwheel. The pinwheel that's spinning. Spinning in the wind. The pink spinning pinwheel. Okay. This is probably just a preamble to the actual episode, but because I still need to, I've actually been doing a lot of thinking about this game, and while I have this game open, I'll be watching a wrestling show. Actually, I'm gonna actually be reading some of the stuff in the library to see if there's anything in some of those books that maybe will help me think about things on the corkboard, because I have a couple different worlds, and that's what I kind of want to think of when I'm trying to predict how this game and the next game are gonna go. It's really a matter of not so much who do I think is like the bad guy, it's what world do we exist in where X, Y, and Z could be the bad guy, and maybe not even a real bad guy, you know what I mean? Unless it's just the cult, which is one of my worlds, but I digress. We have Dudley, so I wanted to go in here and see what would happen. Keep your spirit up, kid. I'll stop by later. Huh? Who even are you, old man? I don't deal with strangers, you know. I have standards. You'll understand soon enough. Get to work, kid. Huh. First Division really knows their stuff, don't they? I was actually very intrigued about that. Because I was actually down here getting a couple fish here. I had missed an electric eel, actually. And a snow crab, or not a snow crab, some other kind of crab, queen crab in that area, and those are the last two fish I needed to become a master fisher. And there is one more fish, and we're gonna get it while I record, because, you know, we got it. We kind of got it, you know what I mean? I took the not most roundabout way to get to East-Tree, but I definitely took a roundabout way. Yep. Oh, also, I accidentally almost walked into the Bracers Guild. He's staring daggers at us, so we should know to avoid the guild by now. There was some special dialogue there. I could probably grab it because I didn't do too much talking. Most of it is just Leloid saying, haha, fish, awesome. Oh, there's one other person that I did talk to as well. Here. Was it before? It was right before I walked to the Fisherman's Guild, because I accidentally almost walked into the wrong building. Here. Is something bothering you, Dudley? You guys aren't planning on seriously going in there, are you? Oh, that's right, Dudley, gets along with the guild like oil and water, huh? Probably a good idea to peace out of this place, for today. He also had special dialogue when going into the airport, and I was walking past and I was like, I wonder if Dudley's gonna say anything. But anywho. Holy carp, you've managed to fish up the ever elusive noble carp, even the gold salmon? This is unreal, Leloid. Starting today, well, actually, I fished the golden salmon up before I became a first-class fisher, I think. I didn't for the noble carp, but I digress. Yay. Aqua Wizard. You did it, kid. You managed to ascend to my level. We can finally discuss the gold salmon's glorious tail fin, and the feeling of the noble carp's powerful tug on your line. Master fishers are those who have caught every known fish there is to catch in Crossbow, I'm sure. Glad to have another pal to talk to on my level. Afraid there's nothing left to teach you, Leloid. It's up to you to figure out from here, kid. Ha! Wow, this feels like a dream. Thanks for everything, certain. Ain't no problem. Your father would be proud, Leloid. He would? There's one more thing. Somewhere in Crossbow's waters, there hides a mythical guardian of this land. A fish so immense, no one's caught it before. It's rumored that the Aqua Wizard I just gave you has the strength to reel that bad boy in. Ever feel like you're up to the task, then challenge yourself to finally capture this legend of the deep. Okay, well, I feel like I'm up to the task. If I remember correctly, it is in the estuary area. There is somebody else I wanted to talk to while I was here. Oh, it's you guys. How's the SSS doing today? You guys here to help with the whole airport thing? Oh no, that's not why we... Hey, how's the situation looking, Ray? Keep this on the down low. We're still looking for leads. They even pulled the 2nd Division up to help. While the threat may be fake, the CPD requires you to treat it as if it were real. Yep, Faker Knight is a real pain in my behind. I was hoping he'd say something. Well, I mean, like, he's here with us now. Where do you think you're going? Don't you dare go into the airport. The First Division has it handled, understand? Yeah, I guess so. Dudley seems awfully irritated. Yeah, I love irritating Dudley. It's my third favorite thing to do. I believe it is up here at this little estuary area, which, if there's a mythical fish in this area, I feel like I need to think more about this estuary and what it means. Whatever. Aqua Wizard. Oh yeah, look at this. It gives you options for every single one, which is awesome. So it probably can't catch every single fish, but I think specifically, it's either Python Head or maybe it's just Python Head. I was gonna say it's either Python Head or Viper Head, but I guess it's just Python Head that could potentially catch this thing. There it is, the Serpent Head. You won't like me when I'm angrily. Catch all the fish. Whoa, what even is this thing? It's huge. Is this seriously a fish? I thought it might snap my rod and half rather. Ha, today must be my lucky day. Oh man, Cern's gonna flip when he gets a load of this. He's a real fisher, dude. He's a real fisher. Oh, just like his daddy. Hold on, let's put him in charge. We gotta go show Cern. And then I will be, oh, I guess at this point, I don't need to do anything. I could go to get some of those chests, now that I think about it. But more importantly, oh, you know who else I want to see if they have any dialogue? Fran got her lunch today, so I went to drop it off at the police station. However, she seemed fairly busy, so I haven't been able to hand it off to her. Wonder what's going on. I was hoping Dudley might have some kind of information. Or, like, might know Fran's mom or something. Or maybe we should stop by and talk to Fran, too. Hey, check this out. I can't seem to contact... Oh, what? I have to check my rank again. Go. Glorious! Thank you. You actually managed to catch the guardian of the lake itself, the Serpent Head? I can't believe my eyes. You've gone and done it, Lloyd. So that really was the guardian you were talking about after all? I was completely shocked by how enormous it was. That legendary fish has been in Crossbell's arch nemesis for the Crossbell branch's arch nemesis for years. But now that you've caught it, it can only mean one thing. It's time I bestowed upon you a special title. And that title is none other than the Divine Angler. There was once the Divine Blade. And then Divine Angler. This renowned title can only be awarded to one person per branch. Was it Estelle in the branch in Gransel? Divine Angler emblem. Never would have thought you'd surpass me and become a Divine Angler. Crossbell's very own Divine Angler. I couldn't be more proud. This is a little embarrassing to say, but you've supported me in more ways than I can count. I hope that, despite this, you'll still continue to mentor me in all fishing matters. I see you're still a humble kid despite all of you accomplished, rather. Wouldn't have it any other way. I feel like we've peaked at this point, you know what I mean? I mean, now that we're, like, a master fisher, I feel like there's one other place that I want to go. I doubt that there's any dialogue change. Like, I sincerely doubt there's any dialogue change. But I gotta go talk to the homie who wants to become a fisher, you know what I mean? What's up, homie? Okay, well. What if I wear... Nope, I can't take that off. I'll take that off for right now. What is this do? Plus 50% accuracy. I was hoping it was... If it was plus... Well, first of all, it makes sense, plus 50% accuracy. If it... Now, hold on a minute. What do Shizuku's do? Now... That increases my dexterity to an additional 70? Shizuku, I lied. That's coming off us. That's crazy work. Somebody else can wear it, to be honest. Do we have any other gladiator pieces? I don't think we do, but as I go and try and get some of these chests out of the way, we have a Grail Locket, though. We might want to put those on. Yeah, you can have a Grail Locket, and Loki, you can have a Grail Locket. The girlies with the grails is fine by me. Somebody's got to take her headband, though, or I guess her brooch, so, there you go. I guess at the end of the day, there's a world where we might switch somebody with something else, because I really do want her to have a gladiator piece. She might take the gladiator headband. And I could see Randy taking the gladiator. I was gonna say, do you have anything that I can steal, my guy? I feel like I should at least use him once. Look at all these things that I could take, man. EP3. Yo, First Division has does the does the CPD pay for these? You know what I mean? Or does he have to just go and get them? Can he just be like, I want these? Hey, look at me. I'm a master fisherman. Okay, well, whatever. I am going to actually start the episode shortly. I did not mean for this to be like a 10-minute thing. Well, I guess I kind of did, because I was like, we definitely got to go and catch the last fish. Because we caught all the fish. It didn't take me as long as I thought, but there were some like little baby fish that I just not used the right bait for, so I never got them. I'm going to spend a little bit of time going through the library to see if I can find anything, because being so late in the game, it feels like if anything is going to resonate. My thing is, if I were to read some of the books in the library, maybe 10 episodes ago, during like, before the intermission, I have a feeling some of them wouldn't mean anything to me, but I feel like now that we're deep into this game, there might be some connection that we are able to make. Like if we look up like artifacts for some reason. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go through these. Clearly I'm not gonna do that with you, but if there's like any verbiage in here that I'm like, huh, that's interesting, I'll put it in my corkboard. But for right now, I'm gonna do this, and you will actually go and view the corkboard in just a second. So here we go. Okay, now this is several days later actually, but it's still very early in the week. I'm actually out of town this weekend. I actually accidentally walked into here, and there is a cutscene going on in here, but I wanted to experience that with you guys, so I immediately closed out of the game. That being said, I think I've done everything that I wanted to do in between episodes. I don't think I've gotten all of the chests that I wanted to do, but I don't know if I did any of them, to be honest. I think I just wanted to fish, and that I did do, so you know, it is what it is. That being said, I'm sure most of you are wondering, hey, Avi, where's the corkboard? I'm gonna be honest with you. Corkboard is a lot of work, you guys. It's a lot more work than I expected it to be. But it's right here. I'm tripping. It's right here. We're gonna go through it. I had you for a second, didn't I? Alright, let me get this music real quick. Because boy, have I been thinking about this game. We want to draw some lines, baby. We're about to draw a whole bunch of lines. So I haven't had a ton of time to think about this game, because this is now, once again, just a couple of days after the last episode released. That being said, it has been on my mind for a good chunk of those days. Like, I've been at work for what, 2 of these days, right? I was thinking about it, like, during, like, you know, sometimes I'm doing a little coding, and I'm like, alright, let me take a mental break real quick for a minute or two. Wonder if this person killed Guy. So we're gonna go through a bunch of these things and connect a couple of things. That being said, we gotta do a lot of zooming, because let me tell you, down here, there's a whole new section, and it is what the heck is going on. That's the main section that we're about to go through. Can I go back one more? No, y'all needed to be closer. And I did make a mistake, so this section is not on another thing. It is on the actual background. But no way I was gonna reroute this, because I was going at it. I was like, all right, hold on a minute, we cooking here. So, who killed Guy Bannings? I've added a couple people to the list, and I think I actually want to cross a couple of people off the list. And I wanted to come up here next, because this is also related to why this 4 of us were chosen specifically. It was because of Guy. But at this juncture, so Sergey said, I think, was it last episode or the episode before that? In the last 2 episodes. I think it was actually just last episode. Sergey, I think, said, no, it was 2 episodes ago. Sergey said something along the lines of, the person who killed Guy is likely from the cult. And I think that could be true. But here's the thing. I think it also has to be, and we'll get to it. We'll get to it. First, let's talk about what I think is going on here. We'll touch on some of these other things in a second, because I think I'm going to add a couple of things while we're doing this. So, what the heck is going on? There is one more thing that I want to add to this, and we're going to go look at a book to do it, because I don't know if I looked at the book last time, actually. I think where I ended, I was like, I'm going to look at all these books real quick, and if I see anything interesting, I'll go to it. We're going to go to the library, because I think I saw something that might have been a little interesting. And I want to read the books about the White Wolf, because I have not read those yet. What the heck is going on? So, I've broken this up into 4 different, like, 5 different categories, I think. I didn't have anything for Calvard, other than, well, shoot. I mean, Homegirl was here. And I think that's about it. To be honest, that's not true. There's some bits and pieces about Calvard. First of all, I guess Calvard, it wasn't just Calvard though, but I think like, one of the operations mainly was in Calvard for the thing 6 years ago. I know that was like on a massive scale, but I think one of the ones that either Guy and somebody went to was on Calvard. I'm not entirely sure about that, so I'm not gonna write it down here. I am also gonna boost that to like 26. Maybe a little bit smaller than 26, maybe 24, yeah. Anywho, I digress. We'll come back here. I actually don't really think Calvard is involved. Okay, so Calvard's involved in some degree, and I will get to that in a minute. It's mainly diet stuff, but we'll come back to that. Let's start here. So Ouroboros, what the heck is going on? This entire section is what the heck is going on, and I'm trying to really determine who is the catalyst or the bad guy, and usually it is Ouroboros, but I don't think we've seen much Ouroboros involvement, you know what I mean? We've only really seen Renne, and Renne is here as an observer, so you know for certain that Ouroboros is involved in some way. But we now have seen some involvement with the archaisms and Ravash, so we know that the workshop is, Rosenberg's workshop is now a thing that's going on there. So he's involved in some way, shape, or form, but I think that's just their connections to Ravash. Figure they're working with the cult. I think Ouroboros has some connection to the cult, but I don't actually think they killed Guy. And I lowercase Guy by accident, and I couldn't change it. So that's what it is right now. I don't think they killed Guy. I don't think specifically Ouroboros killed Guy. I think if Sergey said it's probably someone from the cult, I think that might be true. But let's get to the cult and talk about that. Because I trust Sergey. Now I feel like he's given us enough stuff where I trust him with my life. So I'm actually going to... which one of these have I been using to cross things out? Not this one. This one. Let me also label this the cross out layer. I'm going to eliminate... I'm going to eliminate 2 people from this list, actually. And that's why I added 2 more people to this list, because I don't want Grizz to be the only person on this list, because I don't necessarily think it's Grizz. But I wouldn't be completely surprised if it was Grizz, just based on his connections. But I also don't think he's a member of Ouroboros. You know what I mean? I digress though. Let's save up here, and let's come back down here. So, yeah, we'll continue. Let's also keep in mind this this second Phantasmal Blaze effect plan. So I wanted to think about the cult, and we've gotten a lot of information about the cult. D, therefore, Gnosis, which I think I read in the comments from Jessica. We'll go through your comments in a second. It's just called DG, actually, so you know, it is what it is. If someone killed Guy, like Sergey said, is from the cult, right? And then it's someone we've already met from Crossbow, like I think it is. And in fact, I want to say I know it is just based on how these games work. It's just the lay of the land. It's usually someone that you've already met, to some degree, but it's never somebody who's like either, well, I won't say that because, you know, in the third, you know. But I digress. But I don't think it's anybody in the group this time. So I think it's got to be someone, you know, outside of the group, of someone we have run into on a fair number of occasions. I think because of that, because it's somebody that I think we've already met, because at this point I don't think it would make sense for it to be somebody. If it was just a random, I wouldn't care. And this game makes you care. You know what I mean? So it's got to be someone we met and somebody who we probably could be attached to. So I honestly don't even think it's Bell. I think there's a world, and I might need to put Dieter Croy on that list. I might have to put him on that list. But that also means that someone we know is in this cult, or is in alliance with this cult or some sort. What does the D stand for in D, therefore G? D, therefore Gnosis. Is it D's nuts? I don't know. Is it Destiny? Destiny, therefore Gnosis. Is it Defenestration? Tossing someone out of a window, therefore Gnosis? I didn't really have any real answers for this one. I was just like, hee hee, haha, funny. What does the D stand for? D's nuts. But if I'm really thinking about it, D, therefore G, and blank, therefore drug it up. Could be devils. You know, devils and fiends. If it's devils, therefore Gnosis, maybe if you need sacrifices to summon the devils, then therefore Gnosis, being the drug, you would use the drug to get people to be sacrifices. Because all those people are missing now, because I assume that they are going to be potential sacrificial lambs. Know what I mean? Anywho. This also brings me to, what about Ernest? It's not the mayor, because at the end of the day, Ernest tried to kill the mayor, so I don't think the mayor would be like, yeah, here you go, here's some wonder drugs. Yes, indeed. But maybe someone higher up, and I was like, there's nobody higher up than, the mayor. I don't even, is he the mayor specifically, or does he have some sort of other name? I actually don't remember. Ellie's dad. Leader Crossbow. So here's the thing. There's worlds where it could be. I don't think, clearly it's not from someone from DG, but it feels like it has to be somebody. Oh man, I wish I really paid attention to who Ernest was hanging out with at that point in time. But at that point, he'd already gone a little loony, so we probably got it before we met him, you know what I mean? But he hadn't had his mood change yet, unless he was just hiding it. But I guess there's a world where maybe he was actually a part of the cult then. Maybe they have, like, better control of it, because he, I mean, I don't know. He clearly either was on Gnosis, someone had gave it to him, or not. You know what I mean? Also, what about Ernest? What else about him? So it's either he was already a part of this cult, which means there's a world where it's multiple people in Crossbell, not just one person who killed Guy. There could be multiple people in Crossbell who are, like, either maybe in the diet, and that's really weird because that's not someone who was associated with either side. Oh man, wait, that actually is a little tricky. Because Ernest wasn't associated with either side. He was like the protege of Ellie's grandfather. So if he was a part of the cult, then he was a part of the cult, whatever. But if he was being targeted... Man, I really wish I knew the exact dialogue that he said when he was running away. I really don't remember, and I don't want to look it back up at this point. It's gone. But it sounded, I feel like he was still doing it for like the good of Crossbow, you know? Okay, well, whatever. My part is, I feel like all of these things are kind of connected. I don't think there's one, and this is where I am at this point, I don't think there's one bad guy. I don't think there's like, because you know, there were like a handful of Ouroboros, and Ouroboros was the bad guy. And by bad guy, I mean like, you know, bad guy being Ouroboros. If it was like 4 people in Ouroboros doing it, then it was all of them. I don't think there's one bad group this time. That's kind of where I am at this point. I think it might be a lot of different factors that are all like kind of synergizing at this point. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't know specifically. I think Erebonia is involved under the guise of Osborne. A part of it is met with people, and he's met with people in Crossbell, and they're doing his bidding in Crossbell. Because that's a big part of this, causing the diet stuff for this very reason, probably to maybe not just buy time, but if Osborne is a part of it, let's keep it a buck. He is. Then whatever he's got going on at home, maybe he's trying to line up with whatever this Blaze effect, Blaze plan is, you know, a phantasmal Blaze plan. And if Osborne is a part of it, that means Erebonia is maybe unknowingly a part of it, because that means, really, if we're talking Osborne, we're talking Ouroboros, which he's using as a pawn, but he's, you know, he's working with them. So whatever the Phantasmal Blaze plan is, has to do with something with the artifacts and the bells in Crossbell, and something in Erebonia. Like, Letcher's gone back for a reason. You know what I mean? Probably to prepare for whatever's about to go down here. Whatever's about to go down here, I feel like is going to be on a big scale. And it might cause, and here's the thing, I think there's a world where we might be, maybe not at war with Erebonia, but something crazy might happen. I feel like something crazy is going to happen in Crossbell, where Crossbell, I'll get to it. I got a couple of crack theories. I want to go through everybody first. Calvard, I feel like, I don't want to say is not important here, but I do think Calvard is doing some little, I think they're being, I don't think they're involved in the Ouroboros plan, but I do think they have a plan of their own. But I know that, my boy, Letcher, met up with our girl, from Calvard. Oh my gosh, her name, it's gone. Where I can see her beautiful face right now. I can't look her up either. I can't look up anything in this game, it's the worst part. Oh, what is her name? It's gone. Is she on the corkboard anywhere? I don't have her super duper involved with any of this. Daughter Koroyan, Abyss. Oh, Abyss is still on here. There's a world where Abyss is a part of what's going on too. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't have Wazi on the list, and I don't think he's a part of a bunch of this. We'll switch to C. But I digress. I'm gonna make some real shots in the dark at the end of this corkboard, because we are about to be at the last chapter. And I feel like we're gonna get some big reveals at the end of this chapter. Either the end of this chapter or the start-ish of the next chapter. Okay, well, let's move on. I'm not gonna remember her name. I'm not. Man, I love her too. Whatever. They're doing something, and I feel like whatever they're doing is not like the end of the world. But I feel like there's like potential stuff going on with Erebonia and Crossbow that might be some craziness. Now here's where we are with Crossbow. Here's the thing. I think there's a world where Crossbow is... There are people in Crossbow who are conducting this potentially for the good of Crossbow. I think that world also exists. Because I think when I was putting this together, it feels, it honestly feels like they're telling a story where there is not one bad guy. Like, we know that Ouroboros is around. We know that this cult is potentially around. We know that Erebonia is around, and we know that Osborn is with Ouroboros, who might have some connections to DG. But I feel like we also have somebody in Crossbell who is connected to Ouroboros, but may not be connected to Erebonia, maybe doing things for the good of Crossbell, but as a part of Ouroboros, you know what I mean? Because they wouldn't just be like doing, hey, this is happening here. But I don't know who that would be. Because it could be the mayor, but I don't peg him as an Ouroboros, you know what I mean? They tried to kill him. That honestly means not Speaker Hartman. It could be someone higher up, but there's nobody higher up than the mayor. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to think of other people who could be either a member of Ouroboros or a member of the cult, or both, or could be using the members of the cult that are in Crossbell, which could happen. Because at this juncture, based on what what Sergey had said, what I'm thinking, I feel like there has to be a link between the cult and between Crossbell. I think there has to be a link between Crossbell and Ouroboros. There could be multiple links between the cult and between Crossbell, but I don't know if there can be that many. And I'm trying to think of who our people are, and ooh, maybe that's the big ticket here. You don't think? Okay, so hear me out. I don't think he's on this page at all. I don't think he's on this page at all. But I think I might need to put Ren's dad on here somewhere, because I could see it. Could he be? Because so here's the thing. He does things for the good of Crossbow. And you know, a lot of that is, you know, based on his guilt. So I really don't want, in my heart, I don't want to put him on this list of like, hey, potential. I don't think he's clearly not Ouroboros. You know what I mean? But I guess he could be cult. But I think if he was cult, Ren would have killed him. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You know what I mean? I think I've talked myself out of it. I don't want to put him on the list. I think Ren's family, I think they're all in the clear for that specific reason. I think he's doing what he can for the good of Crossbow for that reason. I might be going through the map as during our final, like, rundown and try and add people to this list and add people who I think could be the links between these people. Because at this point, I think I'm locking in, currently, that there are multiple people, I want to say kind of working together, but not together. I think there are 3 groups with different goals, and I think there might be somebody in Crossbell who is like Osborn, who may be using Ouroboros to achieve their goals for their nation. Like, Osborn is using them for Erebonia, right? But, you know, in the long run, oh, wait a minute, wait. I might be cooking here. Or I might be spitting some garbage. But I kind of like what I'm thinking now. I think, because there's, in all fairness, there may be somebody in Crossbell who is like that. Somebody who is using Ouroboros to essentially thinking about using Ouroboros, quote-unquote, as a pawn to further Crossbell. And they are now kind of butting heads, and maybe that's exactly what Ouroboros wants. They're not the pawns, they're just letting these two people duke it out with whatever they want to. And maybe that's what this Phantasmal Blaze plan is. Maybe it is something in Erebonia and something to do with the bells and crossbow, because the bells and crossbow are certainly, definitely a part of this. Specifically something in the Sun Temple, probably. Something with the bells and something with the Sun Temple. And I think if we look at the map, I think it's kind of like a line towards Erebonia if you line those bells up. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll look at that. We'll look at that. I think we actually might be coming back to this board momentarily. Not momentarily, but before we do that, I am going to go and I'm gonna I'm going to pick apart some of the things that I had here. Is who killed Guy, and I feel like these people also do need to be in like that list of these people might be a part of this, except for maybe Arios, because you know he is Mr. Bracer. You know what I mean? But I guess, well, now hold on a minute. He is Mr. Bracer. Because the other big thing that I was doing, and I don't actually, I do know now that Grizz is not, is in his office. I was trying to pick apart the people who I could not find. Belle is one of them. I don't want to put Belle on this Who Killed Guy list, because I think she'd be too young at that point. Because that was, what, 3 years ago? It is it's 12:04. Randy's thing was 2 years ago. Guy died 3 years ago. So 3 years ago. I think. I'm pretty sure. I hope. No, I think so. I think that's correct. You can fact check me because I could be wrong. But I think that is my actual knowledge of this game. Years are the bane of my existence in Trails games. They are my weakest point, but I think I've gotten them better in this game than I have in any other game. Between these three, I think these are the biggest three suspects. I think Arios could have done it potentially by accident, or I don't think Guy would have been taking these drugs though. I feel like that would be I feel like that would be, I don't want to say bad storytelling, but maybe someone forced them onto him or snuck them into him. I don't know, but I feel like he would have sensed that. I think Guy was just that dude, you know? Hold on. Now, they did the wide sweeping thing to get rid of everything like 6 years ago, is that right? Did I remember that right? Because if they did the large scale operation to get rid of all of the D, therefore G, bunkers, that was 6 years ago, I thought. Then he died 3 years ago, so maybe there were remnants. But they would have been remnants in Crossbell. I wish I knew when everyone came to Crossbell. We really only know when Randy came to Crossbell and when Tio came to Crossbell. And Ellie didn't do anything. If Ellie's somehow the twist villain in this, I would vomit. I'd be like, that's on me. I'm trying to think about who would be the most shocking. Now here's the thing, Grizz and Bales have connections. Arios would be the weirdest answer, but I wouldn't put it past the story to be like, I did it, and then I left the police academy. We know that he was a part of the police. Oh boy, because I don't know if we have the reason why he left to become a bracer. Oh, I don't know if we have that reason. Do we? Do we have that reason? Do we know what happened to his wife? Oh man, hold on. Okay, well Arios is I don't want to say slowly or quickly becoming higher and higher up my list. I don't remember if Arios left before or after Guy died. That's a big problem too, because if it was before or after or right when it happened, oh man. I'm gonna continue thinking about who as I walk around the city, but I think these are my biggest three suspects. And I think maybe Dieter Croy, and then maybe if Dieter Croy did it, he's maybe such a nice guy now out of guilt. So, I did take Dieter Croy off of this list. I didn't, but I actually feel like I still want to. I'm gonna put Dieter Croy on this list. Not in red. I'm gonna put Dieter Croy on this list. And I don't want to just add a whole bunch of people. I want to like lock in just a small set so I can feel real nice if I get one of them. You know what I mean? If I had to pick from this list, part of me likes Arios. I don't think it's Bales, because Bales has really been looking out for us for real, for real. Who is not? Grizz has been looking out for us. But it's like, are they doing this out of guilt? If it's out of guilt, it could be any of them, because they've all helped us out in the past. Well, I got a little thinking to do here. I got an alarm that's about to go off. Let me turn it off. I think it's one of these four. At this point in time, I can't think of anybody else outside of like maybe a boss, but I don't think it's gonna be him. I think it is gonna be somebody who's got a face and a sprite, so I think it's gotta be one of these four. Now here's the thing, Dieter Croy was cozied up with Lecher. Now that could have just been a hee hee ha ha funny thing, but it also could have been, maybe trying to swing, some things in Erebonia's favor. That's something else that's going on, you know what I mean? Because he is doing work for Osborne right now. And we know what that Osborne is playing Puppet Master, or trying to play Puppet Master with Ouroboros, and it's probably not going to work, but you know, it is what it is. That being said, I don't know if I really want to put Dieter Croy here. Okay, here. If I'm eliminating it down to two, is there, what kind of interactions have we had with Grizz? Who's failed the most vibe checks? I don't think Arios has ever failed a vibe check, but I can sense that maybe he has a troubled past. Maybe because, you know, Cassius left the army and joined the Braces Guild because of his wife. Maybe Arios did the same thing. I don't know if that's the case. Ooh, we know that something happened with Homegirl and she's blind because of an accident. Maybe it is an accident to do with this wonder drug. Maybe she took it when she wasn't supposed to. And maybe Arios is really a part of D, therefore G. That'd be crazy. I wish for that not to be the case. I think that's out of the thing now. That's not it. If I had to guess between two people, I guess it would be Bales and Grizz. Or actually, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Dieter Croy? I think I'd actually put it between Dieter Croy and Grizz. But that's before I go to the city. I still got some time to think. And this has gone for 30 minutes like I wanted it to, so let's stop this and let's actually get into the episode. Y'all wanted some corkboard theories. That's where I am right now. I'm currently thinking it's everybody. Not everybody. That's silly. I think it is 3 intermingling groups. 4 if you kind of include Calvar, but I don't think Calvar's really a big piece of it. I think they are trying to stop it in some regard. Or maybe they are on the front where if something major happens, Crossbow's now caught in a war between the two of them, and they're gonna try and sweep up Crossbow. Because that would still be fortunate for them. But in any case, they're definitely gonna try and stop Erebonia from scooping up Crossbow. Cool. That's where I am. That's my thoughts. I'm kind of happy with saying it's a combination. Because that's what it feels like Crossbow is, and I think that's the main reason I'm going there. Just because I think that's a good representation of Crossbow. It is a place that's kind of got a stranglehold between a couple different things. You know what I mean? What does this actually say? This bell was excavated created by influential people at the time, but its true purpose is still shrouded in mystery. That has so much more context now that we've been through everything that's what I wanted to look at first. There's a bell here. There's a bell in is there a bell in Stargazer's Tower? Yeah. And there's a bell in the ancient battlefield, probably. No, there's a bell at the Moon Temple. Oh, well, I don't know anymore. Moon Temple, is there one? There's certainly one at the ancient battlefield. Let's keep it a buck. There's one at Stargazer's Tower, and unfortunately, it feels like, is there one in Stargazer's Tower? I don't know anymore. I'm trying to see if there's like an intersecting point between. I don't know if I went up to Stargazer's Tower. I know I did. And they put a monster there, so I assume there is a bell up there. If there's 4 bells and one's here in the center of Crossbell, I don't know if there's a real intersecting point anymore, other than like the middle of the mains mountain path, which is not what I want. In that case, maybe there's one in like the forest over there. I don't know. Anywho, that's bust. Whoops-a-daisy. Let me get your comments real quick. I'm gonna not spend too much time on this because we have not had so much episode, and we gotta get some episode in. I think we're gonna beat the chapter this episode regardless. We have a boo 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 a boo boo a boo doo 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 a boo doo 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 boo doo 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 doo. A lot of you like this the re-release. I like to hear your opinions on them. One thing I didn't mention last time, thank you, Jessica. DG, the therefore sign is silent. I know what that question means to you. That's why I do talk to that guy. Thank you. It meant a lot. Basically none of Wazi's backstory. All you know is that he arrived in downtown district 2 years ago. Well, screw me. He arrived in downtown district 2 years ago. He could be a part of something crazy too. We know that he arrived 2 years ago and had like great fighting prowess. Okay, well, seeing you gamble without raising hurt my soul. I would have won the first round. You're right. I should have been raising. I forgot raising was a thing. I also ship Oscar Bonnet. AV the Doll Studio is on Main's Mountain Path. He was 100% talking about Kitty, and my bad. Daniel Scott Tijerina, rather, sorry, aka Kill Scott Kill, was a Trails/JRPG YouTuber and the lead editor for the Geofront fan translation. He passed away between Zero and Azure's official releases, and that chess message was changed in an update rather, for Azure and Reverie, which he worked on the official localization of, and in memory of section was added to the credits. I don't know him personally, but his playlist, master playlist rather, for the Trails trilogy were how I first experienced those games. That's awesome. RIP, he's a goat. Cause you know what, if they weren't translated, I would not be experiencing them, and I've been very much enjoying them. Ellie now is an S-craft that deals damage. I will probably assign it to her, not for nothing. Fun fact, Dudley is the only character playable in the Crossbell games who isn't playable in another arc. Oh, well, oops. Cherish him while you can. The Beep Seeker, the forgotten member of the Seeker family. Hey, it's not the most attractive Seeker, but it's a Seeker all the same. Famiglia is Famiglia. Ravash HQ is the chapter's final dungeon. Zero Field, T.O.'s Z-Craft is like Kevin's, and I'm here for that. Last time I actually hadn't done the sweep, so here's the full list. Imelda twice, I think I did in between. Maybe I didn't. We'll go there in a second. Cop, we haven't done that. Gironde, I think I might have done it accidentally. Approach the airport, I did. Receptionist Sarah, Nurse Philia, and the nurse station, and Representative Gable at the hospital. Oh, I did not do Representative Gable. I gotta do that. Bright Watch at the Central Street, Street Market rather, on East Street. I did try to enter the Bracers Guild, talked to Wazi once, and Vold once, and Ashley twice. I did talk to Ashley twice, I might have done that on camera. I don't know if I did it on or off camera. Talk to Sully twice. Oh, we gotta do that. Risha, Jonah, and then the mayor's wife in Mines. I highly recommend reading Mark and the Witch of the Deep Forest and The Saint and the White Wolf from the library. While the former is a fairy tale, the latter is based on the story of the Divine Wolf and Saint Ursula. That is important. Okay, and then we have our final sweep of the game. My headset's about to die, so we're gonna plug that in first. Then we're gonna play this for about an hour, and hopefully, we'll see how it all plays out. Drop my water bottle, not for the best, not for the faint of heart. I talked to Kia. Pop up here, pop up here, pop up here, pop around here. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'll go. I'm almost certain this cat used to belong to the Crossbow News Service. Oh. So it's under the SSS's care now. I'll have to update that in the First Division files. Okay, well, great. Goodbye, cop. Back around, walk around, walk around, walk around, walk around, walk around. Okay, do we go to the library first? Because that's one of the things that I wanted to do for lore. No, there's one more other thing that I wanted to do for lore. And that's go into here and go into the law office, because that is the first thing that I meant to do, because there was a cutscene. Harold is also in here. Maybe we should contact the authorities, Ian. But if we are proven wrong, this could end up disastrous for him. I say we confirm our suspicions first. You're probably right. Ah, hello there. Ah, the special support section. Haha, Ian, I think Idios might be shining down on us today. They might just, they be what we need to put an end to this matter. Indeed, they have impeccable timing. What you talking about? I like how they added a question mark above our head, too. And by our head, I mean, you know, Dudley's. Excuse me, what exactly are you talking about? Something happened to you, too? Well, it's technically about the owner of the trading company I mentioned yesterday. Not a single person being able to get in contact with him since this morning. Really? Yes, it would appear so. I'm actually acquaintances with Zero, trade company's owner. When I checked on things, rather, he was neither at home nor did his employees know where he could be found. So I was asking Ian whether or not we should involve the police. That does sound concerning. Do you think he has vanished? Well, due to the current circumstances, rather, I'm afraid the police won't be able to respond right away. Would you accept us handing this case over to the special support section? I can get it cleared with the precinct once I find the time. If Detective Dudley says we can rely on you all, that's what we'll do. It's in your hands. Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of it. Also, Mr. Grimwood, if you could find any leads on the missing people, could you forward them to the chief? Yes, I can do that. Be careful, everyone. Will do, sir. We should probably hurry on this one. Agreed, let's not take any unnecessary detours. Let's move. I'm gonna take some more unnecessary detours. Contact Surrey if I find anything, though judging by the looks on your faces, this doesn't seem to be an average case of people going missing. Could it be? No. Where in the world are you, Rosero? I refuse to believe a trader like you would vanish without saying a word. Okay, there's a locked room in there. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The fact that there's a locked room in here is one of the only big reasons why he's on my list. I just don't like it when there's a locked room in his building, because that means it's gonna have to be open in the next section, and I don't know what could be in there at this point. Because at this point, if it's just archives, I feel like they would have opened it to us at this point, you know? So there's something in there, you know what I mean? I just don't trust it. I really don't. Anywho. Let's get to talking. The mayor's wife in Mines. Sully twice. Imelda twice. My, if it isn't the SSS, I see you have an interesting face with you. Imelda, the special support section is under my command for the time being. I would appreciate if you didn't go saying things like you have no place to say. Yeah, you say that, but you're just as whipped as the rest of them. Don't go acting so full of yourself, boy. Excuse me? As blunt as always. A devastating blow for him, I am sure. Looks like things have gone topsy-turvy. See, I'm constantly paying taxes to our lovely government, so listen and listen well. You best come with a solution to this mess soon, or we're going to have a big problem on our hands. Do I make myself clear? Quite. Interesting. I think she knows more about what's going on than we do. Okay, dolls are still there. Just making myself sure. Making my way downtown, walking past, faces passing, I'm homebound. Oh, they're not even here anymore. Sully's usually in the back corner. Unless Sully's out in the open this time, no? Where's Risha? Where is Risha? Oh, well, there's the homie. Thank Idios, it seems we finally come to an agreement on the script changes. How stubborn you were being, I thought we might never manage to lock things down. Well, of course, I didn't want to compromise the quality of the scene whatsoever. I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into perfecting it. You can't expect me to let that all go to waste. Even so, you were being as stubborn as a mule. Lucky for us, we were only slated for a daytime performance today. We don't have any time to waste, let's rehearsal immediately. Yep, I'm on it. A tense situation, I'm glad they came to an agreement. Now that the show's been postponed to 4, we'll need to kick it into high gear to perfect this thing in time. Well, whatever, we're all pros here, I'm sure we'll manage it. Nailing all of these things after our one rehearsal, man, I do love a challenge. Alright, good for you. And you? We were able to finish the preparations by adjusting the script and fiddling with the order of the character appearances, rather. Nikolai returning right about now would have been the best case scenario, though. It's alright, my guy. Oh, there's Sully. You adjusted the script, so the troupe is hard at work practicing the changes. Try not to wander around too much, will ya? Sorry, we'll try. I'm a bit worried about the whole situation. But with how hard you guys work, I'm sure you'll pull through. Yeah, I hope so. I'm doing my part too. We'll push through with pure willpower and make it a great success. So I think you should stop worrying about it and go back to doing your job now. Surprisingly reliable words coming from you. Yeah, we'll heed your words. Good luck to you guys as well. Risha said she was going to go home to grab a few things, but she sure is late. I suppose we'll have to go pick her up later. Okay, so Risha's at home. I really wish I could just hop down that, but it's fine. Okay. I don't think I've talked to Vald or Wazi with you. So let's go around here. These arguments, do you think they'll ever grow tired of it? Today marks the 3rd extension, so nothing new on you. I just wanted to check. The braces are here on... Oh, they're over here. Yeah, I actually did... Here, nice. Pinwheels are really interesting. While I can't see them, I can still tell that they're spinning. Oh, I get it. You can hear the spinning and feel the wind flowing, moving through them, right? Exactly. Please, sir, I'd like one of the pink ones, please. Could you please gift wrap it if possible? Of course. Kronk! Of course. The pink one. The pink pinwheel. The pinwheel that's spinning in the wind. The pink spinning pinwheel. Gift wrapped. Joshua? Don't worry your pretty little head, Shizuku. It's just a little something from us. Right, and besides, Arios is always looking out for us. That's not exactly why we're buying you a gift, rather, but we'd be elated if you accept it regardless. So thank you so much. Ha! Warms your heart, don't it? Yeah, we probably shouldn't interrupt their fun. Yeah, maybe just one more time. Can hear the sound of the breeze. Thank you so much, Estelle and Joshua. Ah, Shizuki, you're such a sweetie. I'm just happy you're happy. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't at least a little jealous of them. Okay, fair enough. Alright, yeah, I mean, we're a little bit jealous. I'm a little jealous. Who else around here? That might be everybody in the city. No, Vald, Wazi, and Ashley. I think I did accidentally talk to Ashley once. I just don't remember if I did it on camera, you know what I mean? Yep, you know to call. I'll throw my most valued clients 2 or so bones. Do you come here regularly, Dudley? Oh, maybe I didn't. She's a I don't think I talked to her twice. She's a valuable informant, so we engage in a bit of give and take. You'll soon come to realize, rather, that's a vital asset for an investigation. Yeah, I don't think I talked to her twice. That's kind of interesting. Never worked to work with. I'm not a regular client. Okay, cool. Very cool. Then I guess we just need to talk to... I swear I've talked to Wazi with you, but let's see. No. Well, what do we have here? This is a rare guess if I've ever seen one. It's been a while. It's been a while? I guess, you know, I guess it's been a while. They probably have interacted. Wazi Hemisphere. How long are you going to keep wasting your time with these delinquents? Oh? As I've told you many times before, I don't really care what side I'm on. Do you know him, Dudley? Yes, I've met him. I met him when he moved downtown 2 years ago and formed this group. He is a part of the esteemed First Division, yet he still bothers to visit this dump we call downtown district. Maybe the influence of a certain somebody, don't you think? A certain somebody? Who are you talking about? Your idle chatter ceases now. Boss, keep this man in line and prevent him from provoking Vald any further. Unless you'd rather the First Division come here in full force. Understood. Ooh. You really are a piece of work, sir? Leave this area to Wazi. Love to hear what it's on, but it seems like this isn't the time to ask. Interesting. Interesting and fascinating. There's so much to know about Wazi that we don't know yet. Hey, Vald, we're here. Sorry, Vald. We looked everywhere, but I can't find Dino. Hell's that freaking idiot doing? Now he ran off and did something stupid, right? I haven't seen Vald Vales in some time. I got the impression that he's changed a bit. At the very least, he takes better care of his subordinates than he did back then. Okay, well, cool. Thank you, Dudley. Meldacop, you have anything interesting to say? No, I didn't think so. We're looking for team material for you. You don't care about anything else. Boo. Great. So let's go back to the hospital on South Side. Because I talked to all of them. We are definitely going to be taking the bus. Everybody move to the bus. To the back. What do we have here? So it's a receptionist, a nurse, Philia, and the representative Gable. Gable's who I want to look at the most here, I think. But hey, those Huey trading men ended up leaving this morning, rather. Not because we discharged them, though. They had nowhere nearly fully recovered, but as soon as they were able to walk, rather, they were gone. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that Chao's men are as tough as nails. Interesting. That doesn't surprise me either, actually. This room is probably, like, empty now. Hey, what's up, Feely? I'm getting a few days off for the first time in ages. Keep your schedule open, Randy, so the girls and I can have a fun time. Oh, you don't even have to ask. I'll be waiting. You have some real guts to make plans while on duty in front of me, Orlando. If you were a part of the First Division, I'd have you write a formal apology and have it on my desk by this evening. Come on, man, lighten up. Oh, man. He already made those plans. That's not on me. Nothing here, but there probably is something on you, right? Now time to put in another good day's work. The duty of us nurses is to put everything we have into our jobs for the sake of our patients. Okay, nothing on you, surprisingly enough. Alright, then I guess we're just gonna go and talk to Gable. So my boy. Thank you. Since yesterday, I've had a sneaking suspicion that Speaker Hartman has finally decided to silence me. I've been admitted to St. Ursula at the Speaker's behest, so I'm almost positive he's monitoring every move I make. I have to get out of this accursed place, perhaps I can escape to the Empire, or... Mr. Gable of the Diet Imperial faction, suspected of tax evasion, so this is where the snake's been hiding. Oh, I say suspected because the charges were never brought against him. It was all swept under the rug, and now no one ever talks about the man. It's obvious that Speaker Hartman has abandoned the wretch. I doubt his life is in any real danger. What a pitiful man. He doesn't even realize that his colleagues have disowned him. Poor guy. Except not, he sucks. Let's walk outside. He had one bit of dialogue here. Ever the big sister Cecile, whenever he did that dialogue, I think he was like, wait, isn't she? I think was his dialogue. I don't know if I did that on camera. I really have no recollection of the first part that I did. That was like 2 days ago. That was like 2 days ago. I will go ahead and pop us here. We now need to go to... I think we actually just need to go to downtown again because I forgot to talk to Risha. I've talked to Jonah. I think I talked to Jonah actually with you guys. So that's checked. And talk to the mayor's wife in Mines, which I did not do. So let's come back downtown. Baby, are you down, downtown, down? She lives in this one. Hey, what's good, Risha? Huh? Risha, what are you doing here? It's almost time for the show to start. Oh, the daytime performance is being held back a little later than planned, so I came back to grab something I forgot. Regarding Nikolai. Yeah, we've been searching everywhere for him. We haven't found any clues regarding his whereabouts, unfortunately. For now, we're just checking all the places he might have shown up just in case. I see. Sorry, everyone, I'll leave Nikolai's investigation in your hands. Of course, you can rely on us. The special support section are the ones who successfully prevented the mayor's assassination, after all. Yo, Tio, you did that on purpose, too. Grr. Indeed you did. I'm counting on you all. Good luck in your investigation. I wonder if Yvonne and Ilya finished revising the script. I need to head back as soon as possible and participate in the rehearsal. I'll leave Nikolai's investigation in your hands, okay? Yo. Hey, they cooked them. I do wonder what she's getting is the real question. So I think at this point now we actually just need to go to Mines, which is north side, right? Yes. We also probably should cook some things. Like, we're only missing 3 recipes. Yeah, I don't think I've cooked a suspicious thing. There we go, that's what I want. Ellie, you're cooking. You got a U material off of that? Good on you, girl. There we go. So we got some bold noodles. Oh, but we never got the super one. Whatever. We're supposed to get the bad ones. Cook 3 of these. We'll let Ellie do the cooking. Ellie might not be a really good cook. We got some burnt rice. We've done that. Everyone's actually okay at cooking this. We can only cook 2 of them too. What do we need for this? What are we short on? Brilliant carrots? I feel like we can buy brilliant carrots. That's fine. Here, you do that. I guess we can also... Okay, he got 2 regulars. That's unfortunate. We can equip a gem to do that. Shop. Buy. Where are these carrots? Come on. Come on, carrots. Brilliant carrots. Where are the carrots? We do have brilliant carrots. Awesome. Yeah, whatever. Maybe not that many. Maybe we'll do 30. We'll do like another 10 of these. We got 25 of those, so I think that's fine. These are worth 200, dude. That's fine. We have 19 of those, so that's fine. We have 18 of those. We got 22, 13. But these are cheap, so we'll get some of these real quick. Like everything needs that. Not everything, but a fair few of things need that. Red pepper. Not too many things need that, so we'll do that. A couple of things need that, so we'll get a couple of those. This stuff, I was gonna say, I usually get a bunch of these at just like the beginning of the game. Milk. Sure. Cheese. Sure. Eggs. We only got 5 eggs. Yeah, that's not. Oh! Actually, that's not that much. I'm willing to spend that much on eggs. Luscious orange, we got 11 of them, but it doesn't seem like we need too many of them, so we'll just do that. Ripe apple, once again, we don't need too many of them, so we'll do 420. Don't mind if I do blaze it. We only got 9 of them, but only 2 of them need that, so we'll do that. King potato, that's in 3 things, so let's actually get a little bit more of that. Crying onion, that's in 4 things, so let's actually get like 50. Brilliant carrot we just got, the tomatoes we just got, so we got a little bit of everything, so we can get to cooking. I am going to very quickly ornament up quartz and put prankster on You. I just have to remember that this is action 2. Do we have an action 3? We do. Alright, we have action 3, so I'll just remember that. Put action 3 on him, and he will be cooking for a little bit. That's not what I wanted. There we go. We got that. Let's cook 4 of these. Come on, prankster. There we go. That was dumplings, though. So I need to cook some more. He was, like, the worst here, right? My thing is, like, everyone was the worst, unfortunately. So we'll just do 4 again. There we go. Thin stew. We love to see it. Lloyd also still again tied for the worst. We'll do 4 of these. Come on, give me something peculiar, my guy. Thank you. This is... We're all tied again, so I guess we'll do 4 of these real quick. There we go. Alright. This is omelet rice. Surprised we didn't have a peculiar version of this already. There we go. Awesome. Satisfying carbonara. Ooh, delicious. Okay, peculiar pasta needles. Yikes. Petrified 50% is crazy. Colorful tomato burger. Oh, look at the size of that tomato and then the size of the burger. That's despicable. We're gonna have her do it actually because she got 1 star. I think that's still better. There we go. Yep. Melted cheese is also Ellie. Ellie is just not a good cook, huh? 3 Yuma. She cooked 3 U material? That's crazy. We've already gotten that one. Randy's the worst at this one. I guess it's because it's like, it looks like it's like very like neat, and he looks like he's like a, hey, we'll make some very, very dope thing. Everybody's got a 2 on this, so let's just give it to Lloyd. He can probably do it with Prankster. Yep. Reflect liquid. Ooh, arts reflect. Ooh, hold on a minute. We don't know that. Sweet cake. Oh, Lloyd's already sucks at this, so yeah, let's do this real quick. Don't mind if I do. Immersion cake. He made 3 bad ones. Do their faces change? Yeah, their faces actually change. Oh, I didn't notice that. That's I like that a lot. Like, look at this. Like, Lloyd, his should be suckish. Ellie's should be, oh, I guess they both, I think they just both suck at desserts. There you go. Okay, great. Light popcorn, so the middle 2 girls should really be sad at this. You know what I mean? Yep. That's very cool. Secrecy popcorn. Stealth. Okay. I feel like next game we really got to get to cooking, because I like the cooking mechanic in this game a lot. She really loves cooking this, so we're up to you. Oh my gosh, wait, what? You did great? Hey, prank me, bro. There we go. White liquid. I hate that. Don't love that. Fresh fruit juice. What is this gonna turn into? Yellow liquid. I don't love that either. Nightmare killer's awesome. Dark liquid. Fair enough. Okay, so we've cooked peculiar things for everything except for 3 recipes. I think we might just be missing those 3 recipes. Let me check the guide. And by the guide I mean Jessica. Let me see. Yeah, look at this. Talk to Roos in front of Long Lao for a new recipe. Sandra will get us a new recipe at the end of this chapter. And creative cooks is what we're gonna be doing. Okay, very good. Okay, then I think we're all set. I could have done this next episode, so I'm sorry I had you guys sit down with me, but I kind of enjoyed cooking, actually, a lot. I think we're ready to just go in here. Yeah? Yeah? Not in there. Back to Ravash. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that we need to talk to, but I don't think so. I think we're set for right now. I did a little bit of ornament swapping. I think I might have done that during the episode or maybe in between episodes. Before we do, I got one more ornament to swap back. Actually, no prankster for you. We're gonna give you, do we really need to give you action 3? What does that do? Oh, speed plus, yeah, we'll do that. Really, you should probably have an action as well. But you have EP, cast. You have cast. Is there like a cast 2 and a cast 3? No. Guess not. But it cuts it by 25%, so I can't be active for too much more than that. Yeah, we'll heal real quick. I don't think we did too much fighting in between episodes, now that I'm thinking about it. I think I might have done like a little bit of battling just because we were on our way, but this is my first time walking into here. Ooh. Is this place rather a warehouse for smuggling goods, perhaps? There's no mistaking it. Damn, if only we had a search warrant, we could look through every nook and cranny of this place. Yeah. Hold on a second, we ain't alone. Are those... What? Monsters? What are y'all doing in here? Take them out. I don't mind if I do. Well, these guys are a little strong. I'm sorry, what did he say he was doing? He's about to use a super move or something? Yeah, none of that. Don't mind if I do. Focusing its power. And what could possibly go wrong? Okay, never mind. That won't that bad. I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna murder us. Yeah, everybody just wail on this guy. Ellie, you're the one who needs to work up her CP again. Everybody else is sitting at 200. Very good. What are monsters doing in a place like this? Are those things even native to Crossbell? I've never seen them before. They remind me of flying felines, but those are native only to Liberl. I don't recall ever seeing them that strong either. You can only assume that the smuggling monsters is a part of their business practices. Seems like they were hiding them here along with those war dogs of theirs. Smuggling monsters, is there that much of a demand for them? I'm sure there's an eccentric millionaire or two who'd be interested. It goes without saying, though, that smuggling monsters is illegal in most countries for good reason. Yeeks, there's some weird weirdos, some real weirdos out here, rather. Heads up, Aloyd, I get a feeling those weren't the only critters roaming around here. It seems proceeding through this area won't be so easy. But don't worry, we're not going to, because I just remembered that I meant to go read the books and go to mines, which is on the north side, which I never did. I walked towards north and then did not go. Okay. North side is through the residential district. Gotta talk to the mayor's wife. You know who else I want to talk to? I don't think it'll do any good, but I would like to visit Guy's grave. With Dudley here. First, mayor's wife. Hello. My husband told me about Gantz over the phone. Apparently it disappeared this morning. I really don't think the townsfolk could handle the news, and there isn't any way for me to help with things. Right now all I can do is pray to the goddess that Gantz comes back safe and sound. We really don't have any time to lose. Let's head back to the city and search for Ravash's hideout while we still can. Oh, blessed adios, rather. Please, I beg you, let Gantz come home safely. Yeah, I hope so too, ma'am. It'd be a real shame if we just killed off a couple of NPCs in this game. That would be interesting. Not what I would expect from this game, but there have been games before that have killed off a couple of NPCs, and it caught me off guard. I would like to come over here. Two things that I want to do over here. I would like to come here, talk to you. Nothing. And I'd like to inspect both graves. The one that doesn't have any, here lies nothing. Okay, that's fine. And we'll talk to Guy's grave. We'll go to Guy's grave. Here we go. Okay, nothing. Just, I just wanted to, take a peek. Take a hit, take a hit. Boom, doom, 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 doom. Did we talk to the father with, the homeboy here? Okay, I was gonna say, they went through this again, so he must have some dialogue on it. So that was Sergeant Major Seeker of the Guardian Force. I hear she's not only very professional, but she's also one of the better talents of her generation. You could learn a thing or two from her diligence. Ouch. Hey, Tio Tot, hope you got some water for that burn. I'm sorry to inform you that jab was clearly directed towards you and only you. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yep. Okay, nothing else. Okay, great. I was like, he probably has some input there. He probably has some other miscellaneous input, but I feel like we've probably gotten all of the best of it. I wonder what would happen if we took him to the doll studio. Probably nothing, but you know. The one other thing that I wanted to do before we walked in there that I completely just whiffed on. Did we ever talk to Drake with him? This is all the same dialogue again, so I think he actually does have input. Who are they talking about? Oh, the 1st Division doesn't have any idea that Letcher was here. That's something, and that's the thing. I feel like if Letcher doesn't want you to know that he's around, you aren't going to know that he's around. Like, we kind of know that for certain. We know about his past. We've seen some shenanigans. I don't want to go there yet. I would like to come back around here and go to the library in the administrative district. I did not go the easiest path to the administrative district, but we'll get there. Let's read this here. The Saint and the White Wolf is on the shelf. There's only 2 volumes, so let's read through it real quick. Long ago, in an era when mankind was divided by conflict into the West and the East, there was a girl in a certain town. The girl ardently treated those wounded in battle. This is long ago as well. Or ravaged by disease, gaining the admiration of everyone in town except for the ruling lord, who cared very little for the girl, who nursed even enemy mercenaries back to health. One day, the lord summoned a guardian knight, have that pesky maiden slaughtered. The lord had enough and wanted the girl eliminated. The girl lived alone in a house on a cliff above the sea. Knowing this, the guardian knight headed towards the house to carry out the deed. His plan was to attack her from behind after it had gotten dark. No one suspected thing rather. He hid in the forest near the house and he waited. That night, the girl emerged from her house to draw water from the well. As the knight left his hiding spot, he heard a howl. A white wolf had appeared before him. The white wolf stared at the knight with red eyes, as if there to protect the girl. The knight promptly tried to escape, but his feet slipped and he stumbled down the cliff. When he came to, he found himself on a simple bed. Idly looking around, he saw the girl standing there in the kitchen. Noticing the bandages carefully wrapped around his body, he realized that the girl had saved him. I am relieved you woke up, the girl said, serving the knight a bowl of warm soup. Receiving such kindness from someone he tried to kill caused the knight to feel deeply ashamed. He came clean and told the girl his lord commanded him to kill her. The girl was a little surprised when she heard that, but soon she smiled as though unfazed. Even still, I can't look away when a life granted by the goddess is in danger. The knight was moved by these words. For her to be so kind towards someone who might have killed her, she must be a daughter of the goddess. A daughter of the goddess? Are those things? Is Kia a daughter of the goddess? And he would have gone through with it if it weren't for the white wolf. Though the scent though the thought rather sent a chill down his spine. He decided the white wolf must be a servant of the goddess, ordered to protect the girl. A few days later, when his body was fully healed, he thanked the girl and it was now time to go back. He considered how he might convince his lord to change his mind. The girl joined him on his way to town to check up on her other patients. The knight pondered once more. He asked the girl's opinion, but she seemed rather unbothered by the issue, not worrying whether or not others disliked her. As they approached the town, they noticed that the light around the town shone red like a sunset. Oh. But it was still noon. Finding it strange, the girl and the knight ventured forth to find out what was happening. What they found sent horrified gasps from their mouths. The town was not dyed red by the setting sun, but by the flames of war. As the girl and knight approached the flaming town, they were shocked. They hurried towards the conflict to check on the townsfolk. The church was crowded with casualties. The girl checked on each and every victim. Her passion encouraged the wounded. The knight helped the girl by carrying the fallen victims into church. After she helped tending everyone who was there, she noticed that the lord who had sent the knight was not present. Help me! The knight heard a familiar voice from outside the church. Without a doubt, it belonged to the lord. The moment she heard it, the girl bolted out of the church where the battle was still raging on. The knight hurriedly chased after her. They sped in the direction of the voice and found out that their lord had fallen on his back under attack by mercenaries of the invading nation. Disregarding the lord's pleas, one of the mercenaries raised his sword. The blade swiftly plunged down towards the helpless figure. He had but a moment to live when the girl, I'm sure, nimbly flung herself between the lord and the mercenary and took the blow with her own body. It all happened so quickly the knight had been unable to stop her. Gravely wounded, the girl collapsed to the ground with a dull thud. The mercenary who had struck the girl was surprised but quickly composed himself again and pointed his blade towards the lord again. A beastly howl resounded through the area. The white wolf the knight saw by the girl's home had appeared with its pack. The whole pack was like, nah, you didn't just do that. The mercenaries, struck with fear at the sight, retreated immediately. The lord, the collapsed girl, and the pack of white wolves were all that remained. Paying the wolves no heed, the lord could not comprehend why the girl saved him. The girl, whoops, oh dang, I can't go back. Read the second volume again. The girl, still lying on the ground, smiled weakly at the lord. Why would you save someone who wanted you dead? He blurted out. She replied in turn. You have great importance to the people here. What choice did I have but to save the leader of this town? The girl protected the lord in consideration of the townsfolk who suffered due to the battle. As the lord grasped the kindness of the girl and pondered his own foolishness, the girl closed her eyes for the final time. The white wolf surrounded him, howled, as if crying in grief, and then left. The knight shed tears when he saw the girl's lifeless body. Not long after, the bitter war finally came to an end. Touched by the girl's kindness, the lord... Oh, I hope the Kia doesn't die at the end of this story. That would suck. Touched by the girl's kindness, the lord took over her will and established a facility known as a hospital. And this is the story of Saint Ursula. Saint Ursula, where the wounded and sick would be looked after, and that's being watched by the white wolves, dude. With the knight's help, the hospital would go on to save countless lives. The girl's name, Ursula, was passed down as the name of a saint dispatched by the goddess. The wolves who protected her are said to still watch over people of this land to this day. Saint Ursula. Doesn't sound like Kia. Now, there is a book over here. Is this the one? Yeah, okay, this is the one. Paranormal, things in Crossbell. So there's a case 1 here, and I'm like, interesting. Crossbell is home to numerous unsolved mysteries. There are also many unexplored ruins throughout the state. A great number of curious people have stumbled across terrifying incidents while exploring these areas. Moaning an ancient battlefield. Hey, did you know history tells us that ancient battlefield alongside old Amorica Road was the location of a great battle between the Empire and the Republic at ancient times. Many years ago, Mr. A, alias a CGF officer, investigated the battlefield. The unit commanded by Mr. A searched until they came across an ancient fort. They heard a voice from within calling someone find. Now this soon goes into like, oh my gosh, someone find my head. So I think it might be amped up for the story, but I think it could be potentially them still hearing the voice that Lloyd is hearing, the someone find me, the please find me, you know? Was it a soldier's ghost or something far worse? I think it might be, I don't know what it is, but that's kind of where I am at this point. There's 3 parts of this story. It's a fairy tale. Maybe we'll read this at the start of the next episode. Just because I feel like we've killed a lot of time this episode and done no fighting. We'll read that next time. Next time might be a reading episode, you guys, because we still have to actually read Back Alley Doc. Because we got all the chapters now. So yeah, we'll read that next time. Because all of those books had at least keep a little bit of either relevance or if you're speaking specifically, oh no, we're going this way. Or if you're speaking specifically to back this way, or if you're speaking specifically to, yeah, we'll rest. If you're talking specifically about like Carnelia, that one is like big. Alright, well let's get actually let's get Randy in charge. Oh sure, fine, whatever. Oh, these guys are kind of cute. I was gonna say, we'll come back to them later. These guys are kind of fast, actually. Holy heck. Silly goose. Oh, wait a minute. That's fine. I was out here in murder mode. I should still be analyzing. I also really, really hope that those other enemies come back, and I feel like they will. And if they don't, I'll maybe properly screwed up a little bit. Yeah, they will. There's certainly gonna be. Oh, hello. Yes, that's a lift. Okay, so now they're all down, which means we can get on to none of them. We can walk around here. I wish I could get that. Oh yeah. Oh, but I don't know if I want to group attack them. I'm still gonna group attack. Perfect. Hey, you move over here real quick. You analyze the sucker. Thank you, flying feline. It's a cat with wings. They're more than good. They're cats with wings. Okay, well, I'll be snatching this. Look at all that Sepith that I don't really care about. In Crossbell, the first you get the Sepith, then you get the mirror, then you get the women. Thank you very much, Big Prisha. Okay, well it seems like you did not find us, which is hilarious. Unironically, I do not want to do a group attack unless I cannot hit the both of them, because I feel like these guys will actually die. No. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine, too. You analyze this guy. Baby penguins! Weren't these guys in the caves? In the trails, I guess maybe trails just the second. Oh, they might have been in the first and the second. In the penguin caves. You know what I'm talking about. So we actually can come back down here, but we're gonna have to raise the platform first. And then once we do that, we definitely want to walk back around too. So I think up these stairs is the way to go, but back this way, it's probably the way to a chest. Ooh, what up, dog? Hello. Oh. Well. Alright, well, slow this down. I can still do that from here? Oh, that's kind of cool. Close. I was gonna say, you now have a big range for yours. Rising Sun, they're dead. Thank you. Oh, well, hey, good on. He shouldn't be getting experience. Confuse? That's not really that good. Presenting an all-new item, menu item rather, the special support set. Comes with pork tenderloins, Ellie mac and cheese, and Randy roasted Brock Orlando, and all on a TO plate. And for dessert, get yourself a slice of blueberry pie. Get me out of here. Get me out of. Ooh, hold on a minute. I feel like up there is how we're gonna get to. Okay, well, there's a chest up there. I was gonna say how we're gonna get to the chest outside, because I haven't forgotten about that chest. I still need it. I need it on my bones. My bones need that chest. Pop over here. We're almost at the hour and a half that I wanted to record, which is unfortunate. Get this guy. So maybe I'll go for a little bit longer. I can withstand going a little bit longer. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to click this, unfortunately. Well, do we? Because we can actually pop up there, I guess. Oh, Lamau. Fool. And just to be sure, yep. Yeah, wail away on these guys. Beat them up. Alright, to Randall. Nope, to Randall. There you go. To CL. Consume. Hey, keep your teeth to yourself, huh? How dare you? We can come down here. Oh, we can actually come down here. Oh, okay. Perfect. Hit 3. And he's not okay. She wants you to arrest the smooth criminal. Annie? Who's Annie? Like, I understand there's a smooth criminal reference. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Or are we the smooth we might be the smooth criminal. Still, incredible song choice. Big W on the song choice there. Yo, his range on hitting is crazy, dude. Alright, well, no team attack. Unfortunate. It almost looked like he ran away from us for a second. Yeah, hit that guy. That's fine. Consume. Ellie, why'd you miss? Well, at least you hit that time. Thank you for that. Big reach. Oh, we are a little bit low almost. But we're also about to level up, so I don't know if I care too much. Come back down here. I'm gonna wait for this guy to go zooming that way. Thank you. And team attack, don't mind if I do. Oh, that guy still lived. We missed him twice. Well, we didn't miss him enough. He's dead. And now, oh, everyone else is... Ooh, Death Scorpion. Hello? Yeah, sure, why not? That sounds pretty good to me. Hey, raise these panels real quick. Okay, so that one's up and that one's down. So these actually flip-flop. Because now we can go this way. Thank you. Little shot there. Thank you. I do very much appreciate that pretty much every time that you... Thank you. Pretty much every time that... What is over here that is... Oh, this chest. In P3, you will find a small pile of chest messages that were deemed unsuitable for a commercial release. Here's the thing. I feel like that small pile actually exists. And I think that's hilarious. So we picked up, in P3, which does what again? Ellie, what do you have? Because I wouldn't be really opposed to you having MP3. I'm not sure what I would replace though. You have Action 3. Admittedly, I'd be okay with you taking an Action 2. Oh, we have another Action 3? Sure, go ahead, my boy. That's all you, my boy. Gain CP by hitting enemies. Oh yeah, no, you keep that. I don't know if you really crit that much, and I'm not sure if 10% is, you know, a crit can save us at the end of the day. But I wouldn't be opposed to just getting an impede 3 instead, you know what I mean? Because impede is just kind of nice. 30% chance for Renne to just hit and say, no, you're impeded, sucks to suck nerd. I'm going to keep that in mind because that's going to be useful at some point. Oh. It's just you. If there were like 4 of you, maybe I would be okay. Yeah, it would probably take more than 4 of you because I think we are all at like 200% or something. I certainly meant to, Oh, it was blindness that you inflict. I guess Ellie's immune to blind. Thank goodness. Oh, you even hit! Through the blindness! Through the blindness! Through the doom 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 doom. Yeah, I think we're good to switch it back, because there's nothing this way, right? Yeah, cool. Go and switch. I think that's all the chest in this area. Pop us around here. And pop us up. What the heck is that? I feel like I've actually seen those things before. Get over here. Yeah, go ahead and murder them. That's fine. Awesome, that's even better. You hit this one. You hit this one. You analyze the one in the middle. And now we can have a great time just murdering this thing. Stores dirt in its body. Well, they're gonna need a vacuum because there's dirt everywhere now. Okay, there's another. Oh, he actually came up the. He's got good, good movement. Okay, my guy. All right, turn around. Okay, I may have meant to. Whatever, do your thing. I was gonna say I may have meant to throw hands, but my hands were not thrown. Yeah, I was gonna say you can't get to us. There's another enemy over in this direction. Oh, it's the baby penguins. It's over here. Oh, don't mind if I do. Oh my gosh. Do you have a warrant officer? No. We're just stealing things. Is there something so wrong with that? Baby penguins, rather. I'm gonna let you guys live. You have to die though. Flying cat, you must perish. Whoa, a lot of you lived. I will say no. Might as well. I was gonna say, if he's earning it every round anyway, it might as well. Might as well give him a little bit of. Oh my gosh, they were still booking after me, and goodness gracious. Is that the only way to go? No, it's not. Oh. But it might be the way to go. No, this is probably the way to go, actually. This feels like an area for to fight. Is it an area for to fight? It isn't. Oh! Pretty good. That was pretty cool. I like that it had like his eyes darkened, like, oh, I've seen a lot, I've done a lot, I do a lot, I think a lot, I am a lot. I cam a lot. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, that attack is really dope. I'm gonna give it to her. 1,000,000%. That attack is really kind of awesome. I was gonna say, is there anywhere we can get 4 people? But maybe not. Here, let's take it. Alright, well, Lloyd, you can't see anything, so... I don't even want you doing that. Make everybody else stronger. And Randy just continue to murder them. That's fine. Very good. Oh, what's over here? Oh, the key's right here. Lamau. I was like, this looks like an area where something's happening. Alright, well, I'll take this one. Saffron key, the second key. This should allow us to unlock the mechanism in the parlor. Don't mind if I do. Oh my gosh, all are back? Come on. There we go, that's what I wanted. Terrell bomb. The last thing I want to do is hurt you, but it's still on the list. That's such a great bit of dialogue. The last one. The last one. Oh, I can actually get over there. Huh. Tea material. A treasure chest walked into a bar. It was clearly a mimic and instantly slaughtered. Poor thing didn't even get a drink. Yo, we're walking on the path that the old homie did. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure old homie ran through these areas. We actually got our tea material, so I guess we can probably turn in. So we're about to have to walk out anyway. This is not the way to... Whoops. Ambushed by one guy who missed and got shot in the face because of it. Hey, my bad, flying feline. That's on me. Actually, no, it's really on you for attacking me. Alright, well, whatever. I started to switch Ellie's S-Craft because right now it is, this is... Yeah, I was gonna say, ooh, they are still chasing me. Hello. Behave, whippersnappers. I'm still gonna need to click that button to get out of here. Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna say there's really no need, huh? Yes, please. At this point, we are just trying to leave. I want to leave, Spider-Man. Back down. We need to hit the button one more time. One more time. Yo, them just giving me the one flying feline is kind of crazy. Poor guy. Oh, he healed. That's good. Sorry, Dudley, you didn't get to do anything. You come around here. Ooh, nope. Where was the lever? Oh, it's over here, isn't it? There we go. Yes. Yes, please. I have a feeling when I turn around, yeah, I was gonna see these penguins are gonna want to throw hands, apparently. I'm sorry, baby penguins. I didn't want to slaughter you. But the game said I had to do it. Playtime. This isn't playtime. I guess I could just leave. Yeah, I'm not trying to kill these baby penguins. They were just trying to play. I swear if they try and play again, though, I will slaughter them. That being said, I guess that's a good way to just, like, build up CP on Randy, continue doing a fight over and over again and just fleeing. Alright, well, great. Heal up. Hopefully when I walk out this door, it doesn't take me directly to... Okay, great. Because I would like to... go turn in this tea material. Because we got it from a chest. Yes, this is the right way to go. We got it from a chest and we can complete a quest. Dunk, 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 okay. I guess I will go to him, actually, not to you. I guess it's his quest. Looks like you managed to get your hands on the tea material, did ya? Just say the word and I'll make the new orbital staff look bright and spanking new. I'm ready to do it anytime you need me to. Is that gonna be my current staff? Should I wait? You know what I mean? Like, is it gonna do it to this staff? Or is it just a natural boost for her? We'll save. I think they described it as just like a natural boost to her, right? Should we proceed with the upgrade? Well, let me see. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, please do. Okay, let's get the show on the road. Everything good on your end, Roberts? Yeah, I've got the materials and I'm ready to go. Just hold on, I'm on my way. I'm done verifying the required materials, we're ready to roll. A weapon modification then, lucky me being here to witness such a rare spectacle. Hey, so you're getting into it after all. I'm proud of you, Specs. You idiot, I was being sarcastic. Why are we involving ourselves with such trivial requests when we're in the middle of a huge situation? Sorry, you might be right. Our priorities might not have been in order. That's hilarious. I apologize for not realizing it sooner, Detective Deadly. On the other hand, I recognize that you have your own circumstances to deal with as well. I'll go take care of something else in the meantime. Finish this up ASAP so we can get back to the investigation, understood? Right, don't worry, we will. That's so funny. So that's what detectives from the 1st Division are like, huh? Would you like to postpone the upgrade, Tio? It seems like you're a bit busy at the moment. Not to worry, Chief. Rather, this behavior is typical of Detective Deadly. I think he understands the situation anyway. We might as well hurry and complete the modifications. That is what I like to hear. Let's just get cracking in that case. Sounds good. We'll try and complete the modifications as fast as possible. Now that I'm in the right mindset, I can really feel the adrenaline pumping through my veins. Adrenaline is in my soul. Every crowd's out of control. Haha, I'm looking forward to this. I can already picture Tio gallantly brandishing her new orbital staff. Chief, if the orbital staff is rendered useless due to a bug, I will refuse to speak to you for a significant amount of time. Do you understand? No way, anything but that, Tio. How could I have done such a terrible thing? Chief, nothing's happened yet, so take a deep breath and relax. Come back to us, Chief Roberts. Huh? Dang, he really does treat her like a daughter, dude. Oh, sorry, let's go ahead and begin with the process then. Do you mind waiting a little bit? Of course not, we'll just sit here and watch you then. Dunk. Lloyd and the others spent the next 30 minutes observing the process. They were unable to understand the finer details of the process, but it seemed as though the upgrade was completed without incident. And then... Ooh! What the heck? How's it feel? I think I got all the calibrations just right. Well then. It feels slightly off due to the code having been completely overridden, but all in all, not bad. I bet it's the control balance. I'm sure you'll have the hang of it in no time, Tio. Just to use the Aeon system to swap the program over when you want to change to a different orbital staff. Oh, and please don't forget to install any of the removable attachments, rather. Understood. So Lloyd, I take it things went well? I think so. I've never realized the orbital staff could open up like that. It almost seems like some sort of high-tech clamshell. I had no idea your staff had so many different functions. Right. How does it handle now, Tio? Are you able to perform that new craft? Yes, the upgrade is complete. I should be able to perform all of the new functions efficiently and without error. Absolute zero allows me to launch anti-energy bullets at 0 degrees. Though I cannot fire them in quick succession, I imagine they will prove quite useful in more intense fights. Really, that's assuring. Ha, sounds like that'll be, the thing will be able to bail us out if we find ourselves in a pinch. I'm itching to see it in action. I will definitely be counting on you for support, Tio. Roger. Thank you, Chief, Mr. Guillemon. That's not my name. Well, I'm sorry. Thank you for your efforts anyway. Yeah, we appreciate the help. Oh, that little thing was no big deal. Do not worry about it at all. Right, no need to thank us. It was all our proposal after all. Besides, I'm glad we were able to complete all of the intended modifications successfully. I was half expecting you to turn it down, actually. I guess it was the right decision to put Guillemon's name on the request after all. You put Guillemon on it? Yes, that's not my name. Stare. No, never mind. Really forget that I said that. My bad. Whoops, would you look at the time? I really must be on my way. As I look at my watch, that it's not on this wrist. It's on this one. I hope the staff serves you well in your battles. Stay safe, T.O. Until next time. Goodbye. Why must he be like this? Well, at least I can tell he genuinely cares about you, T.O. As overprotective as ever, eh, Roberts? Seems like you're finished. I assume you successfully modified the staff. Yes, of course. Sorry it took so long, Deadly. As you should be, I swear. Going in for weapon maintenance in the middle of an urgent situation? Well, what's done is done. If you're finished, we can we return to our investigation? We can't afford to put it off any longer. We've put it off for so long, my dude. Yeah, let's go. We read books in the library. Dudley was like, what does this have to do with anything? And when I gotta read, I gotta read. We'll be hanging out now, Guillemon. That's not my name. Hey, Leloid's not my name either, so get used to it. Thanks for everything, sir. We'll be counting on you if anything else comes up. Sure, I don't really get what's happening, but keep hanging in there. And Dudley, was it? Don't be a stranger. Come to my factory anytime you need your weapon fixed up. Well, I'll consider it, until we meet again. Well, there we go. Is that all of... I need to double check to make sure that's everything in my thing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? My detective notebook, chapter 4. Creative Cooks Wanted, not yet. Yeah, that's everything. That's the only one I still need to turn in, so we will just have that turn in automatically at the end of the chapter. The end of the chapter. I guess let's go. Yeah, let's go. I fear that we're gonna be fighting the Dawn or something, or some sort of demon or something. We're gonna fight something bad. But I'm gonna fight it the next time that I play this, which should be closer to the day of release, not for nothing. But I digress. We just gotta put the key in here. Sapphiral key, insert it. Oh. I would have never managed they'd make such a complicated mechanism just for this one room. And from the footprints around it, it's clear they use this passageway pretty frequently. So Marconi has his own little secret hideout, does he? This can only mean one thing. His private quarters are further inside. Yeah, now that you mention it, we haven't found his room yet, have we? I suspect more clues will turn up further ahead. Alright, let's go. We're going deeper underground. But I think we'll be going deeper underground, not next time for you guys, next time that I play this for me. Will still be the same episode for you guys. That being said, I feel like I kind of want everybody to be, have their CP up a little bit, because I feel like we'll be popping things. Now here's the deal. Tactics. How do I change S-crafts? Thought it was in tactics. Maybe it's an equip. No? Am I tripping? Yeah, I think that's fine. Man, how do I do the thing? Is it combat? No. Okay, we've almost got we got a nice little number of victories. I've done it before. It's not items. It's definitely not arts. Status? Oh, it's status. I have never clicked on status for real. So she has this which heals, and then this which is aerial cannon. Well, if I'm keeping, well, 0. Oh man, I don't know. You know what I mean? I do like that everyone has their S and their SB now, except for you. Wait, he has Justice Hammer? Okay, Celeste, Miss Ludenberg, I see you. Oh, S's set is break. I understand. Oh, Absolute Zero is what you got. Oh, even better. Yeah, then we're keeping that. No, we're good. Okay, I definitely am going to do this next time. That being said, also, before I save, I do want to... If she's keeping that, then you can have that. Although this has saved us in a pinch. I'm gonna do this, and if I ever need to use your S, then I'll use your S for that. I think the team is fine as is. That being said, I will be back shortly, but it'll be, I think, a couple of days later for me, so... Until then, I'll be right back. And that being said, we have like, I think we have a fair bit of content already for this episode. This could be the episode, but I would like to definitely finish this chapter this episode. Because we are, I assume, right before the boss fight. So I think I'll probably be recording for like another 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And we'll see what unfolds. So, you know, until next time, I'll be right back. Alright, it's time. I'm going deeper underground. I feel like we have enough time to... Oh my gosh, we are... Oh, sorry, microphone. Sorry if that became loud for you guys. Hopefully I'll fix that in post. I don't think we need to rest here. I think I just rested. In fact, I think we're looking pretty good in terms of, like, stuff. One thing that I don't think we did is... I think we got another pair of... shoes and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out who I want this on. He's only got movement of... This gives you movement plus 8? Whoever has this is going to be zooming around the map. I don't know if it should be you or... Sure, why not? You have things that are fine. Whoops. You have things that are... Well... I guess you don't really have... You could use an upgrade for boots. That does give us the 5% evasion. I guess that's my only other thing. What do you have? You have the combat boots. You don't need move plus 2. You can take the extra 4. Black suit. You got a full metal coat. Oh, I guess I just put that on you saying it don't die. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. What do you have on Battle Jacket? You don't need plus 5 strength. You need, I guess, some more defense, I guess. That's fine. Now here's the thing. Do I want to go and check, like, the store for better shoes? No, I think broadly we'll be okay. Well, hold on. There was like a little outcrop here. I think I even like looked at it. It has nothing. You guys think this is Marconi's office? Well, if we're blasted by a wave of gaudiness rather, as soon as we open the door, we'll have our answer. Enough standing around, let's go inside. I assume we're probably gonna get stopped from behind. You might be able to find clues regarding the whereabouts of the missing people. Intruders detected. Exiting standby mode. Huh? Is it, like, camouflaged? Everyone get back! It looks like it might be camouflaged. Oh my gosh, that was right in front of us? It has a sword? What the heck? Right, Lily? A robot? Hey man, sorry for making fun of mechanics in this place. Switching to interception mode. 5 targets identified. Weapon diagnostics complete. Mustang activated. Mustang activated. Initiating interception. Mustang sounds familiar. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, friends? That's against the rules. Remotely controlled attack units. Look alive, everyone. Let's send this hunk of metal back to the scrapyard where it belongs. Got it. Okay, I do think it's a little bit odd that they didn't, like, you know, have a thing right afterwards, you know what I mean? Do I want to wait for Tio? Because my thing is yeah, walk all the way over there. Strike Bell. Manifest the time barrier and destroys it advancing turns. Oh, it's an accelerate. Oh, that's kind of neat. It's a small area, so it's just around a circle. Actually, that sends Tio forward. Huh? That's very cool, actually. I could see that being super useful in the future. Alright, what do we got here? So we can be stats down, which is nice, other than attack down. He's only got 11,000, and we are a higher level, which is kind of nice. Which makes me believe this is not the final boss. You know what I mean? Level 33. Ooh. Oh, repairing light? He's cheating. Oh, I actually do not want a crit. So I'm gonna have you take the crit instead, but I don't want to kill anybody. So I'm just gonna have you two get crit. I'm okay with killing the one bot, but I'm not okay with killing the other one because I need to scan it. Yep, seeing? Your boy's smart a little bit. Your boy got the brains out here. And craft, analyze, that one. Okay, boys, we gotta take this thing down. Okay, apparently we gotta take them all down. I have to remember now that Tio is not... Oh, why did I do this? You weren't at 200% yet. Whatever. I was gonna say Lloyd could use a heal. Oh, really? Boo! Hit that guy, I guess. I'm surprised he hit that. Good for him. Tio, start start blasting, I guess. Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, I guess that's what I should be paying attention to. He builds it up so fast anyway. I'm okay with that. Randy could use a good heal. What did he do? What was the name of that move? Hallelujah something? I mean, whatever. Just use this. Why not? Arts, or recovery, honestly. Recover him. We're not blind anymore. We weren't using arts anyway, so I guess we'll just pop a craft. We're at 83. Or maybe I just do this. He still can't see. We were kind of just buying time for that to hit. Ooh, Ooh, neither of you? Oh, man. I was gonna say, I don't have an attack ready. Whatever. Alright, well, hit this guy. Let's try and wail away and get... Okay, great. Very good. There's a little team material. That was way harder than any other machines we fought so far, but it also was not that bad, to be honest. No kidding, if they got firepower like that, why haven't they sliced up, why haven't they sticked it on Huey yet? That's a good question. I am certain that controlling a machine of this nature is exceedingly difficult. There is a strong possibility it would go on a rampage without a skilled engineer handling it. I'm just glad that we didn't have to fight it in the middle of the city, or it would have been much harder for us. Yes, it certainly would have. Okay, we've cleared the final obstacle. Let's head into the room. Right. Let's not. Let's get a quick rest in here, because I feel like we have at least one more battle. But I am fascinated as to what might be in here, and I have a feeling, I have a feeling we're gonna see some sort of death in here. I don't know why. Finally made it to the Don's office. Going beyond this point will be, we'll be going beyond the point of no return in multiple ways if we enter this room. What should we do? Oh. Upon entering, you may no longer freely explore outside of Crossbow City. The remaining quest will be later labeled with short term. Will expire. Proceed with caution. I'm pretty sure we are good to go at this point. It's just saying, you know, it'll be the point of no return for this chapter. Track request. Yeah, I was gonna say we're good. We might as well just report. Yeah, go ahead. Maybe we'll get some, you know? We ain't getting nothing. Alright, let's go save some dummies. It seems like we're about to go through some shenanigans. Hey Mimi, what's up? Oh dang, she got all of her dialogue back, and I kind of figured, A, she would be, saying something, specific, but I guess not. Well, let's go back. Luckily, from here, it is literally just a straight shot all the way through. One last rest. My only, I guess, sad juncture here is that Leloid does not have, full CP, but I guess we could fix that with, some shenanigans, some food. I guess I could have checked other things. What here restores CP? I'm sorry, did something here give us plus 50 evasion? That is pretty good. How long does that last, you know? I feel like I want to make some endurance pudding. Nobody's gonna hit us. Can we make a bunch of endurance pudding? I'm not sure. I'm sure it's probably one of these dishes. Unless we picked it up from somewhere. Oh, it must have been here it is. It's a bad version of this dish, and we only have 6 royal leaves. Well, the normal version of this increases evasion too. Let me see if there's anything that's just like, oh my gosh, plus evasion. Because I feel like that's something I would go out of my way to eat. This is also very good. And we could cook not too much of that. We need scorching wine. That we might be able to cook. Nope. Confuse. Yeah, I think the only one that actually increases evasion is the one that we just had. Yeah, we couldn't cook too much of it. Which is fine and dandy, I suppose. Crazy that the bottom one, I mean, I guess it restores less HP, but it does a lot more, evasion. And I guess a lot more, magic defense. Yeah, sure, why not? You don't like it, and I would like for you to fail it, actually. Ooh. We got one more. That's fine. Well, we're gonna go beyond this point of no return. I'm going deeper underground. Yep. Lloyd, I know what it is. I know what we got. Unlock the door and go inside. Whew, this sure is one ritzy room, ain't it? Can't hold a candle to Hartman's digs, though. Yeah, I imagine it'd be hard to beat that. Oh, wait! Oh, crap. Randy, you dunce. What are you all panicked over? I'm well aware, rather, of what you lot pulled to the sports auction. I was gonna say, that's not a secret. Namely, swiping the prey the first division have been after for years. Oh, haha. Regardless, this definitely seems like Marconi's office. With this, I think we've looked through Ravash's entire headquarters, and yet neither the Mafia members nor the missing people are here. If there really are any clues lying around, the odds that they'd be right here. Time is precious. Let's split up and search the room. Yep. I'm sure we'll find something soon. Probably like another secret entrance. Alright, so I'm going to just take a brief look around the room, and I'm gonna I feel like it's going to be, I mean, the chest looks obvious. But I was gonna say maybe it's the wine bottles over there, because that seems like it could come down into another place. Chest is locked. I don't think I'll be able to unlock this with a lockpick. In that case, I guess I'll try searching the room. You find a key? Files here talk about Ravash's arms smuggling routes. Clever bastards already control the routes I knew about from back in the day. Bet they're making good use of Garcia's Jaeger connections. Found a list implicating Crossbow's most influential political and business figures of accepting bribes. It does not only include the speaker, but also several members of the Imperial Diet faction, the CGF commander, and other directors of various organizations. According to this, they receive vast sums of Mira from enterprises in return for silencing matters involved with Ravash. Okay, I need to talk to everybody at least twice. Even the names of the Republican faction Diet members and the commissioner of the CPD are listed here. The commissioner, yeah. That would explain the pressure, rather, put on this first division. Anything else? Okay, no. Okay, so you guys actually do cycle, which is kind of nice. Seems these guys have been busting their butts, their asses rather, not their butts, but I mean same thing, to get all of their latest toys from Rainford to Vern. Hell, if I know how much Mira all this stuff cost. Alright, so, yeah, I was gonna say, everyone here I think just has 2 bits of dialogue. I found an inventory of the items they prepared for the Swords auction. Everything about the items, rather, from acquisition to the winning bidder is detailed here, nothing on Kia. To think they even acquired a masterpiece stolen by Phantom Thief B. Oh, they're in leagues, alright. They're in leagues. If this info became public, it could possibly cause an international uproar. The inventory of items this year's auction, apparently they weren't able to sell about half of the stock. I suppose that's mostly our fault, but they reap what they sow. So they've managed to find files directly tying Ravash to illegal smuggling. I thought I had an idea of what they were doing, but to think the scale of their operation was this massive. Damn it. If only we had a search warrant, this place would be evidence enough to put them behind bars for a whole century. What we found constitutes conclusive evidence of smuggling. Damn it. If only we had a search warrant. Sucks to suck. Yeah. The cabinet has a wide selection of vintage alcohol. Not exactly what I was expecting to find anything other than fancy wine here. Oh, but wait! Lloyd lifted each bottle one by one. Bingo. Treasure chest key. None of his subordinates would ever dare touch his private collection. Not a bad hiding place, Marconi. That's fair. Open her up. Yep. Yes, we got it. There are a few files in here. Let's look. Gnosis delivery reports. Here it goes. Gnosis shipping receipts. There we go. It's as we thought, they're responsible for distributing the drugs. Furthermore, it's Gnosis, the very same drug the cult had developed. What the hell is going on here? Huh? There's something else here in the corner of the chest. Is this a CPD badge? Oh lord. I bet it's guys. Oh, struck across the chest. Like maybe there was a fight and that may have saved somebody's life actually. There's no way. Oh, never mind. There might be a way. Now, I don't believe it's Marconi, dude. I really don't think it's Marconi, but I feel like this... I don't think this is planted, but I think there's a world where it's planted. I doubt it's Marconi in a sense that we have not really, like, been tied to Marconi, you know? Or maybe I'm just wilding out and it is a simple answer. It was Marconi all along. Each and every missing person is written here on this list, so now we have evidence that the Mafia is responsible for distributing the drugs. We've also managed to confirm that they are, in fact, Gnosis, the very same one created by that cult. Tio don't like that. How is the Mafia able to get their hands on something like this? According to the shipping inventory, it seems their entire supply came from one person. Could that person have ties to the cult? Without a doubt. According to the documents, Ravash has had a relationship with this person for several years. Ravash has had a relationship with this person for several years. Speaker Hartman? Anyone from Arabonia, maybe? They even provided Ravash with the techniques to easily control the war dogs via administering drugs to them. That explains it then. It usually takes Jaegers a hell of a long time to train even one war dog. The fact that these monsters had so many of them all of a sudden always seemed weird to me. So that means that there was someone from the cult, was involved with this as well. But who could it be? We can deduce that it's someone living in Crossbow, judging by how frequently they're in contact. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be someone. And I deduced that, Dudley. I deduced that before this. I don't know the answer. However, in regards to the missing people and Ravash's disappearance, my intuition tells me that this cult member is the one responsible. I agree with Lloyd. Those blue pills are likely an enhanced version of the Gnosis from 6 years ago. Whoever this is, they managed to perfect the formula and now they're supplying the Mafia with it. Oh, dude, you know who I forgot to put on the dang list? Our doctor friend Gunther. I think he also could fit the descriptions that we were talking about earlier. Tio? It's alright, Tio. We're with you. Never again. We'll never let you go through that hell again. Thank you, Lloyd. Whoever this guy is, he seems like a real piece of shit. I'm gonna enjoy kicking his slimy ass. The real problem is, how are we going to lure him out of his hiding place? Right, we're lacking in numbers. The CPD already has to deal with Ravash's disappearance, the missing persons case, and the bomb threat at the airport too. If the higher-ups weren't putting so much pressure on the force, we might be able to handle everything, but... damn it. To think that the commissioner was completely won over by petty bribery. If not for him, we'd be able to mobilize the entire CPD and build a task force for all of these cases. Has he no shame? He's a blight on the department. Yeah, we could have told you that. Hey, Dudley. I have an idea. Why don't we get the bracers to help? Oh yeah, they'd be a huge help right now. What are you even thinking, Bannings? If we bring the bracers in, the CPD's widespread corruption would be completely exposed. I don't think there's any avoiding that at this point. It's simply a price the police force will have to pay. It's our own fault anyway. We've known about this corruption for a long time, but we have continually looked the other way. Wouldn't it be easy to accept the shame now so we can begin moving forward, rather? He's like, oh, you really are like that guy. It's true. Worrying over the department's pride will only cost us more time. Time those missing people may not have. Not only that, but we still don't have a damn clue on what the Mafia's main objective is. I don't think it's the Mafia is their main objective, you know? I don't think it's not the Mafia. We can't afford to stand here fretting over any reputations any longer. We need to act. So these are the kinds of people Sergei gathered for his team. Very well, I'll leave you all in charge of contacting the guild. I'll go and secure the First Division's help behind the top brass backs. Oh, we can't leave the city. We can still go around in the city, but we can't leave the city, huh? Interesting. With any luck, I may even be able to enlist help from the Second Division. Hey, Dudley. Thank you. I appreciate you giving us a chance, huh? Don't misunderstand me. It just so happens that we have no other choice in these circumstances. And more importantly, thanks. What do you plan to do with that badge? Oh. A damaged CPD badge. You really think it's your brother's? Yeah, I'm almost positive it is. You might recognize it too, Tio. Yes. I imagine it was damaged during the raids on the cult lodges. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that's the. I don't think it was like. It must have been damaged. I thought it was damaged when he like died, but that's not the case. He told me it was his badge of honor. I see. No wonder he never seemed interested in exchanging it for a new one, no matter how many times I told him to. Dudley, you and my brother worked together, right? After Guy transferred to the First Division? Yes, we did. Dudley has surprisingly never made my list. I think he is. I think he's got a stick up his rear, but I think he is a good dude. To be frank, he fit in with the rest of the First Division about as well as Oil and Water. Overbearing and reckless, always acting independently, he stood out like a sore thumb, rather. He hardly cooperated with anybody, especially me. We were constantly at odds over during every case. However, everyone in the First Division acknowledged him for how excellent of a detective he was. Myself included, of course. Dudley. When he was killed in the line of duty, it hit all of us in the First Division much harder than we ever could have imagined. Although we never really saw eye to eye with Guy, I think there was a part of us that depended on his rashness, his willingness to jump into action. We all desperately searched for any leads to his killer, but in the end we were left empty-handed. Sorry, Bannings, for everything you had to go through. Hold on, Dudley, it's not your fault. Guy shouldn't have gone off on that investigation alone in the first place. And you guys did everything you could to solve his murder. That's more than enough for me. I see. However, after all this time, we're finally on the verge of a breakthrough. We finally have a lead on who the culprit is. We had our suspicions 3 years ago. Though we had our suspicions 3 years ago, we didn't have a solid lead until now. With this, you might be able to... Ooh, I don't like that you ended off with a 4-. You might finally be able to settle your score, your brother's old score for... No, I'll worry about my brother later. We've got a mountain of pressing issues to handle right now in front of us already. I'll worry about Guy once we've solved these. Thank you, Lloyd. Lloyd, you really can't help but put others before yourself, can you? And that's just a la Lloyd for you. Very well, Bannings. We both have our task. Let's see to them. After all, we can't let that annoyingly optimistic brother of yours outdo us now, can we? Right. He's dead. And that's the end of chapter 4. Oh, man, dude. Oh, we didn't get any of the answers I thought we were going to get. I thought we were actually about to get answers right now. Hey, second class, we like to see it. Power suit, we like that. Okay. Shadows of Guilt. Is that what it said? Shadows of Guilt? Well, oh man, you know what? I was gonna say we could just stop. We did not need to keep going. Oh, this is Renne. So they finally made it that far, have they? It seems everyone has received their invitations now. With this, I believe everything is prepared for the party. Who shall uncover the demon's identity first? Estelle and Joshua? Or will it be the special support section, the demon's identity? Or perhaps it will be... Kia? Why all the questions? We both know you've already seen how things will play out. Me? Oh no, I'm not overconfident as I'm not so overconfident as to claim I can see the future. All I see are the threads that make up the tangled web of fate. But I can't help but be as curious, rather, as to what kind of tapestry they'll all intertwining destinies will weave here in this land called Crossbow. That is all, dear Meister. Nothing more, nothing less.
If you say so. I have no idea what the Mafia and that cult are planning.
See? But I imagine things are going to get unruly. I was gonna say, if they don't know what they're planning, I think there's a world where Ouroboros is not super incredibly involved, unless she is just a viewer, but I feel like she has
Well, I suppose we reap what we sow. Perhaps this is retribution.
Yes, I suppose one might say this is retribution rather for all the sins that has accumulated in this vast gray city. Oh no. So some stuff is really about to go down in Crossbow. And here I was, certain that the society was involved in all of this. The heck? Dude, what?
Well, Crossbow is a neutral zone between Ouroboros and the Septian Church.
What?
The Pope prohibits the knights from taking action here, and the Grand Master doesn't dispatch any enforcers to the area.
What? Oh, dude. Oh, man. All my theories are going through the window, dude. What's going on, then?
Or so they claim, anyway.
Okay, never mind. Okay, fair enough. They might have done so anyway. I always thought that studio view of yours was rather dubious. However, I never imagined you'd go so far as to craft your own system that you can remotely interfere with Crossbow's orbital network. Thank you for that, by the way. I've had a truly wonderful time playing with it.
If it was used to you, rather, then I suppose my efforts were worth it. When that man coerced me into cooperating, rather, I nearly destroyed it out of spite.
I see that your strained relationship with the professor hasn't improved in the slightest. The head of the 13 factories and Ouroboros' sixth Angus, Professor Norvardis. Why is he so interested in the Epstein Foundation's orbital network trial runs? He's already got his astral code. Alright, she's dropping a whole bunch of knowledge right now.
It's useless trying to figure out what that man is thinking. He probably intends to use it for some confounded plan of his. What is that fool thinking, giving away test models so haphazardly?
Test models? You're referring to the red archaism that the special support section fought, right? Okay, so he, Professor Norvardis, gave away a test model to Ravash, I assume. From what I've seen on the terminal, it seemed like quite the machine.
You'd think that, but it certainly had its issues with situational awareness and apt decision-making. It doesn't seem to quite match up with your partner.
Hehe. I'm certain the professor has realized I'm staying here by now, hasn't he? Putting me aside for the moment, has he said anything about my friend?
He's been quiet for the time being.
Your friend?
I imagine he's preoccupied with those new machines he's working on. In any event, I finished fixing your friend's posture control and reinforcing the structural integrity. Okay, so your friend is your patter matter. Okay, I was like, you got a friend now? The professor won't have any room to complain about the upgrades I've made to his creation. I don't want to fight her with an upgraded patter matter.
Thank you very much, Meister. Now, at long last, the final gamble can begin. My, such a dreary face. You crafted an assortment of imposter dolls for me. You what? Taught me how to puppet them and allowed me to take refuge here. Imposter dolls. Imposter dolls. But they're not, so essentially they're quote unquote, I'm kind of still at odds about, wow. So let me take it a step back actually. We know Ouroboros, I guess if they haven't sent any enforcers out here, then maybe they're not sending enforcers to Crossbow, maybe that's legit. We do know that they have definitely sent them to Erebonia though. Maybe not enforcers, probably enforcers too, but I was gonna say they definitely have their claws on people there. I am truly thankful, Grandpa George.
There's no need to thank me, I haven't done much at all. In any event, you're quite you're going to be quite busy today, aren't you? What do you say we have our afternoon tea a little early in that case? That sounds splendid. Yikes. Patter matter, let's go have some tea. That thing is a massive now, dude. It will be a long day after all. Actually, it may be the longest day in the history of Crossbell State. Okay, hear me out. Oh, that was super dope, actually. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Crossbell's longest day. We're in the home stretch, dude. Dang. Oh man, just that entire 3 p.m. the same day. Yo, it's 3 p.m.? We got so little day left, dude. Guess we're talking to the bracers. We got some shenanigans going on. I understand. It's unfortunate that things have turned out this way. We'd been hearing rumors about the missing people here and there, but it seems we were a bit too late to the punch this time. I can't believe that horrible cult has shown itself after all these years. I don't know if it's truly the cult. It sounds like someone has... I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm skeptical to believe that it is truly the cult, you know? I guess there's a world where it is. Arios, you were part of the team that took down the cult 6 years ago, right? Right, exactly. He was a part of that team. Think there's a possibility that some of the cultists may have survived? Perhaps. We most certainly neutralized all of the lodges, but it's possible some individual members escaped and went underground. It would likely be with very easy assistance from a criminal organization. And Ravage definitely seems like the most likely group to have covered for. Why would they bother with something as risky as helping wanted cultists, though? It's hard to imagine someone as calculating as Don Marconi doing something like that. You're absolutely right. There are plenty of groups that wouldn't overlook if they found out that Ravage was harboring remnants of the cult. They'd definitely be more than just us, rather. Dealing with more than just us, rather. The church and even the nefarious society wouldn't sit still either. The society wouldn't sit still at the cult? In that case, this must mean that we're still missing some pieces of the puzzle. Some details that haven't come to light just yet. Right, we don't have time to look into it right now, though. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need one more sit down with my corkboard because I need to cross some things out. We need to focus our efforts on finding out just where the Mafia has vanished to and locating the missing persons. I'm certain that if we do so, it will help us unmask the remaining members of the cult. So does that mean that you guys are okay with partnering up with us? That's right. More than okay, in fact. We can't just stand idly by while some of our citizens have gone missing. Not to mention the trouble this drug can cause. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the help. Of course. Well, now that we have Arios on our side, Dubs, now that we're settled, we should decide how we want to split up our duties. Putting Isabel and Joshua aside, what are the other members doing right now? Fortunately, Scott and Lynn don't have anything urgent to attend to. So excluding Estelle and Joshua, that makes 7 of us. Okay, please call everyone here. I'd like to make sure that we search the high priority locations before the day is over. You got it. I'll go and contact them right now. Your coordination never ceases to amaze me. It's the most powerful asset the Bracers Guild has in its arsenal. That reminds me, has Sergey given his approval for what you're doing here? Yeah, he's already granted us permission to cooperate with you. He offered his thanks to you too, Arios. Is that so? Arios? You worked under Chief Sergey back when you were a part of the Force. And you were partners with my brother, right? I really do have Arios actually a little bit higher on this list. That's right. It was Sergey, Guy, and myself. On this list of people who might have killed Guy, you know what I mean? The 3 of us were considered the most successful team in the history of the Force. We accomplished more than any other group, including the 1st Division. However, I quit the Force 5 years ago due to personal reasons, and with that, the team was no more. Well, then maybe it wasn't him.
Peak with the Force 5 years ago. Guy died 3 years ago. The thing, okay, so I'm gonna try and do a little bit of mental thinking here. So he left the Force 6 years ago. Guy died. No, he left the group. I'm sorry. He left the Force 5 years ago. 6 years ago is when they had the operation. 5 years ago. How old is Shizuku? Man, you know what I wish we had in this game? A freaking court record like in Phoenix Wright, where I could just like pull up everybody's profiles and get like their names and ages. That would be awesome. To keep it a buck with you. That I love it. I need like every game to have one of those. You know what I mean? Shoot, dude. I mean, the fact that we've never seen or heard about Shizuku's mom makes me think that she died maybe 5 years ago. Maybe while she was born or during her birth. And I honestly think maybe it's not during her birth. I think maybe she was killed. And the police couldn't do anything about her or something. I don't know, dude. I'm not sure. We'll continue. Sergei went back to the academy. Oh, interesting. And Guy was transferred to the First Division, rather. And then 2 years later, Guy was killed in the line of duty. I think this is just a recap for people who may have not gotten the dates right in their head, because let me tell you, and I'm starting to get locked in on these dates. Sometimes I wonder if things might have turned out differently if I never left the Force. But I had my reasons for doing so and was resolved to see them through. Even so, I still reminisce about the days sometimes. The glory days, those handful of years I spent working alongside an eccentric boss and a hot-headed partner. To be honest, I'm jealous of your group. You are? Please, I want one of you to just ask him about his reasons, you know? I didn't think I'd hear that coming from the Divine Blade of Wind himself. If anything, I'd say that we're the ones who should be jealous of the guild. Your members are free to help people however you see fit. The police have their own role to perform, just as the bracers have theirs. If the guild's role is to pursue justice from the outside of the system, rather using their freedom from bureaucracy to help people, and the police's role is to pursue the same justice from within the system, burdened by the many contradictions authority places on them. I'm sure you've come across said contradictions more than once at this point. Yeah, dude. There's something I grappled with in the past as well. Though they're often unreasonable, rather, you may very well learn and grow from the challenge just as I did. Well then, maybe I'm just reading too much into my boy Arios. I think maybe he didn't shoot Guy. Oh, but maybe Guy is I don't know, not responsible for his wife's death, but something of that nature. You know what I mean? Like it was an accident that maybe Guy could have prevented if he was in time or a little less hot-headed or something. I don't know. Do you think my brother pursued justice in the same way too? Yes. I'm certain he did. In fact, it's the most likely reason Sergei fought as hard as he did to establish the SSS. But that's enough lecturing from me for one day. You should work hard to find your own answers. That's probably what Guy would have wanted to. Right. Man, that's one hell of an assignment. We're back. Oh, hey, Shizuku! Oh, Estelle, Joshua, and Shizuku too. Your outfit is just adorable, Shizuku. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Shizuku, how old are you? It's nice to see you again, Shizuku. Ha, sounds like you're enjoying your day out, kiddo. I had to deal with some urgent requests, so I asked Estelle and Joshua to accompany her. I apologize for putting this on the two of you. It's no biggie. I'm super lucky I got to hang out with the sweet little Shizuku. She even let me squish those adorable cheeks of hers. Hey, Estelle. Come on, Estelle, you're turning into some kind of pinch-cheeking old aunt. But anyway, we heard news from Michelle. He said that we're making an off-the-record alliance with the police, is that right? Yes, I'll explain more once the other members have assembled. Lloyd, I'd like for you to be, for the SSS to be here for that meeting if possible. Yeah, sure. That's all good. Once everyone had assembled, they reviewed the current situation. After all of the responsibilities had been divvied up amongst the group, Lloyd and the others returned home to the SSS building. Very cool. Okay, we'll take good care of Shizuku. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Wait. Hold on a minute. Here's the issue. This entire time, and I still think it still might be the case, I hope. Oh, but it might not be. Oh, dude. Oh, Lord. This entire time I was like, okay, well now, earlier in the game he was like, I think they were like, we promised to come home to somebody, and I was like, oh yeah, at this point I was like, oh yeah, it's Kia, we're free out here, so Kia's gonna be safe from harm. Now that we have Shizuku at home, I am actually fearing for Kia's safety. Oh, dude. Chief Sergei and Zeit are usually at the SSS building. They'll be able to keep watch over her, so you don't need to worry. Why don't you just bring her back to the hospital? Right, thank you. Be a good girl and wait for me, Shizuku. Yes, father. Please be careful out there, everyone. Of course, you don't need to worry about us. I kind of wish we weren't so short-staffed, though. She's right. Once we all head out on our investigation, this place is going to be an open target. You guys really okay with this? Maybe we should send some of our members to help with your investigation. Don't worry about it. Besides, you're supposed to be getting a call rather from that doctor about the drugs competition today, right? Leave the missing member stash. You can start preparing for the next mission. Still a bit hard to believe we're teaming up with the police. Well, you're not teaming up with the police. You're teaming up with the SSS. It's fairly common practice in Remiferia, rather, but I never thought I'd see the day in Crossbow. Pleased to be working with you, everyone. Nah, no ma'am, rather. Pleasure's all mine. Thanks, I appreciate it. If you're in any trouble, don't hesitate to contact us. We'll be sure to let you know if we have any new information. Alright everybody, it's time to go out there and kick some butt. Yeah. Man, seeing all of them together was a little overwhelming. We're all very well about Arios' skill by now, but I could see why Estelle and Joshua are the guild's rising young stars. All of the other members seem highly skilled as well. Hey, but hold on. Let's not forget about everybody that we got in our group. We're kind of killing it out here now too. I'd be willing to bet that everybody there was at least B rank. But dang, it's pretty rare for so many up-and-comers to be all at a branch load, one guild rather. That must mean their guild is really focused on the efforts on Crossbow. Well, that's not entirely true. Estelle and Joshua came here specifically for Renne. Looking at it another way though, you could say it means that we are they're aware of rather how badly the CPD has their hands tied. Yeah, we'll just have to work twice as hard to keep that in mind in that case. Sorry, Shizuku. I suppose it's not exactly professional of us to discuss this in front of you. It's okay. I do not mind. Besides, I've heard that my father was a police officer, a police officer too, a long time ago. I know that there are many complicated problems happening right now, but this time everyone's going to work together to fix them, right? That's right. At the moment, though, I'd say it's more likely they're helping us. Alright, I just remembered. Were you able to give your dad the pendant that you made the other day? Ah, yes, I was. He stopped by the hospital to visit me last night, actually. I gave it to him then. I only wish I could have seen his reaction, though. After I handed it to him, he went silent for a bit before awkwardly thanking me. I bet he said something like, I'll hold on to this. Yes, almost word for word. I can certainly imagine him saying that. It seems like not even the mighty Arios is a match for his dear little Shizuku's charm. Just goes to show you how important you are to him, Shizuku. Anyway, we should get you to the SSS building now. Would you mind holding on to my hand? Okay, thank you. By the way, is Kia there? She sure is. I bet right now she's busy playing with Zeit. I bet she'd be delighted to have you join her. I can't wait. Alrighty, let's escort our little princess back to the castle. I'm just making sure I'm looking at all the people watching us. I saw that lady, same day, 5 p.m. Okay, the girlies. Having a girly day. Yeah, I feel the same way, Lloyd. Yeah, I feel the same way, Ellie. Yeah, I feel the same way, Tio. Yeah, I feel the same way, Randy. You gotta be messing with us. Why is he so damn late? That lazy doc said he'd call us around noon, didn't he? Yes, he did. I called the medical college, but apparently he shut himself up in his lab. Perhaps he ran into trouble while analyzing the drug's composition. Or he's simply gone fishing again. Well, I don't think he'd do that to us this time, at least. That doctor still hasn't gotten back to you with the results? No, according to St. Ursula, he's holed up in his lab running test after test, rather. Things continue like this, it might be better to talk to him face to face. Possibly. I want to know what that drug's made of, rather, before anyone else gets hurt. You for her to St. Ursula, rather. Leave coordinating with the guild to me. Thanks, Chief. You're a certified G bonafide thug. I guess you better hurry and catch a bus down in the medical college. Now that they're gonna force me there? No, they're not. Okay. I think this is where we are going to end the episode. I assume we don't have any of these. Okay, we are gonna have to do this at some point. Very cool, very fascinating. I think, you know, I'll take care of communicating with the guild. You go and see Dr. What's-His-Name. Looks like Shizuku is with Kia. Yeah, Zai's with them too, so you don't have to worry about stuff here. Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say, as long as Zai's with them, anybody can handle. I'm sorry, Zai can handle anybody who can come up here. That being said, I do want to feel a feed cop. Hey, what's up, girlies? Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. Looks like you two are already 2 peas in a pod. Hee hee. Do you have to go to work now, guys? Yeah, we do. We should be back soon enough, though. We will cook a big dinner together when we get back, okay? Shizuku can join us, too. Awesome. Look, if you pet him right here, he wags his big fluffy tail. Oh my gosh. Oh, hello, everyone. Sorry, we have to step out for a bit. Could we leave Kia and Zai to you, Shizuku? You're in charge. Of course. I'm just thankful they're letting me join in on playing with them. Well, you don't get to be out much, right? Stay as long as you want, Shizuku. Hehe, thank you, I will. Can I really pet him? I'm a little nervous. Zai? Grr. Grr. He's like, hurry up and pet me. I need the pets. I feed the pets. Can I give him the... It would be crazy for me to give him the serpent head, right? Because what? It's python head. I'm trying to think. Can we not even give him the best one? Python head and I don't remember. Is it python head and serpent head to catch the big fish, or is serpent head the big fish? I don't remember. I do want to potentially save before we do this. Because I don't know what we get from each different fish. And I also don't know if they're... they actually might be... I think they actually are... I can look in my book. What am I talking about? I have a fishing book for a reason. Serpent head is... the king of Lake Elm. I thought that there were 2 different... Oh, python head and viper head is the other one. I don't know if I have any viper head, actually. I think I just got the one, and I think I might have used it to catch the serpent head. That's kind of hilarious. You. Hey, take this. It is the greatest fish of all time. It's yours. Funya. You just gave me scent for that? Nya nya. Oh, okay. Gemini Gym 2. Giving us a gift, eh? Thanks, Cop. Where in the world did you find this, though? Cool. Gemini Gym actually sounds good, but I think I actually have one? Is that true? Like, I'm not gonna complain about a second Gemini Gym, but I thought we had one. Oh, by 50? No, we don't, but that's kind of what I wanted. I was like, just 25? I feel like we could do better. Gemini Gym, get in there. You're locked in, girl. You're locked in, girly. Okay, we're good. I think that might be where we save and end this episode. We made it here. That's kind of neat. I don't think that I will be doing we'll probably do a little corkboard talk at some point during or at the beginning of next time's episode, but like, you know.
I don't think there's really too much corkboarding to do. And I definitely have to get this episode at least starting to render. Do we have new weapons? Much as I want to welcome you and take a look around, I can't. I'm about to close up shop, so make it quick. Glad to see you still don't care about selling anything. You're right. Garand is like, no, doubt I ever will. By the way, I heard there was some commotion over at the airport. Can't quite put my finger on it, rather, but something just ain't right around here these days. You're right. There is something not right around these parts these days. Did you get anything new? You did. I didn't steal all of my guy's stuff. Yeah, give me this. And sure, equip it on Ellie. Oh, I'm poor, actually. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think our slots are probably fine. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Oh my gosh, this sells for so much. I shouldn't be selling here. Do you think the bank is open? 5 p.m. I think the bank closes at 5 usually, but does this bank close at 5? Shoot me in the ankles and call me Aunt Sally. My gosh. Closing time already? Everyone is about to go home for the day. If you want to... Boo. Well then, I guess I'm just gonna sell where I was gonna sell anyway. Man. Screw me. Oh, the CPD is down there, actually. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I ever sold, like, almost, I think I sold maybe one time. Okay, so this time I'm actually selling here for a reason, which is at least, notable. We'll start, yeah, 90 grand. We'll do that. So you got that. You go and get the you go and get the professor. Equip it. Then get the destroyer. Yes. Equip it. I didn't actually get the Lloyds. That's kind of hilarious. Get the buzzer beater, and you equip it. Oh, we have full metal coats that we can get on everybody at this point. Yeah, maybe we'll do 3 of these. Just for the good defense. I think I'm good on that. And I'm gonna immediately go to my boy. In the downtown district. Guleman! Which is not his name, but you know. Hopefully his factory's still open today. I'm just doing a little, like, cleanup work before actually doing our stuff. So it looks like we can do 3 of the... Oh, wait, what? Oh, man. We can get items? Oh, he's not letting me do weapons? Oh, that sucks. Oh, these are divine cloth and you material. Yeah, screw me sideways and call me, Letter? Oh, Lloyd, Ellie, T.O., Randy. Can we get... It almost feels like Letcher, you know what I mean? Teller, Trell. Alert. Well, if we had someone who was like an A on our team, we could be Alert, which is kind of cool. But it is what it is. 7th Heaven is dual garters. Oh. I mean, these are both pretty good, actually. And we would just need 1,000 Sepith, and we would need to do it twice, which is fine. So 2,000, 2,000, that's A-okay. I mean, these are probably the best the best stuff that we can get. I really wish that we had weapons, because, you know, it is what it is. I guess we can do Lloyds if I wanted to. We'll come back to that. That's a future me problem. I also know we can get Divine Cloth from that shop. I'm gonna end the episode though, for real. Oh, Ark and CL is also performing right now, aren't they? It's the same day, at 5 and their performance started at 4 instead. Is that correct, if I remember? Anywho, we're saving here. I went on for just a little bit longer because I wanted to, like, at least get our weapon situation straight and our armor situation straight. But our armor situation might change now I'm realizing it. So until next time, I'm taking off. I got a little bit more to think about, especially after Ren's conversation. They're not, Ouroboros doesn't send any of their people down here, at least that's what they say. That really changes things. Unless it is, hey, maybe someone is not an enforcer yet and they are becoming an enforcer as a part of this. That's another thing, because there are enforcer spots that are open. So they're not sending an enforcer here, there's just like an enforcer, quote-unquote, kind of being born here, you know what I mean? Dude, who put Kia in the box is also a big question. The cult, I guess. But where did Kia come from? Who or what is Kia? You know what I mean? D, therefore G, Gnosis, Find Me. You gotta also think in mind who is this Find Me. Yeah, my long shot answer is like the voice of the goddess. Wait. She might be a child of the goddess. Like in the, like in the story. She might be a child of the goddess like in the story. Protected by the white wolf? She's literally getting protected by a white wolf right now, you know what I mean? But now my biggest question is, if that's true, and we're saying that she's a child of the goddess, why would she be in a box? Who would have put her there? Oh, maybe it is somebody who is, because Ravash were the ones who are in leagues with this cult, it seems, and this drug distribution. Hold on, I think I might be onto something. Because I just thought about that book about Saint Ursula. We're about to go to Saint Ursula as well. Kia might be quote unquote a child of the goddess. Maybe she was intended to be a sacrifice for this cult. She's getting protected by a white wolf now. She's always there with Zeit, low-key. Who would have put her in the box? Is there a world where it is Garcia trying to save her from what was going on? You know what I mean? But it also looks like it's someone who could have been trying to set up Ravash. You know what I mean? So maybe it is, I don't think it's Risha, but Risha knows that there's something in the box. And it sounds like it wasn't actually Hiwe, so who else, who are my other options? Who would be trying to dismantle them? Not Speaker Hartman, he wouldn't want to ruin his own auction. Dude, I have no idea who could have put Kia in the box. But now I feel like I have, like, at least maybe potentially solid ground on an idea of what Kia might be. I was trying to think of, like, who this Find Me is, but I was thinking, like, I don't know, maybe Find Me is the goddess. Maybe something happened during a sacrifice. Kia was saved, but has lost all of her memories of being a part of the goddess. And you have to remember her name is Kia. Maybe it's K, therefore A. You know what I mean? Kid, therefore, Idios. Daughter of the goddess. I'm grasping for straws here, but I think, admittedly, she might actually be a quote-unquote daughter of the goddess. Daughter of the goddess. Daughter of the goddess. Or something of that nature. In regards to that, though, I am going to take off because now my brain is cooking, and I definitely need a week for it to cook. And if I am going by time, I will have more than a week for my brain to cook up theories on this game, so hopefully I will be able to come up with something good as we approach this final chapter. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, Tulu Flight Crew. Man. Man. I got nothing else. I mean, I have a couple more things, but like, I just got a lot of, I should probably get some of my thoughts out right now so that I have them. I can like sit back at the end of the episode and have this playing as I go through my coke board. Garcia's gone.
Garcia wasn't taking any of the drugs. I don't imagine, like, Kia is someone who I haven't been thinking about in this thing, because I was like, oh, well, she's just gonna be safe. That's not the case anymore. Now that the homegirl is here, I feel like we have to promise. I was gonna say, Kia, we're gonna promise Kia that we're gonna be back, but now I feel like the real conflict is, we have to promise Kia, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to promise Shizuku to come back safely with Kia. Dude. Who is it gonna be that's living in Crossbell that's really culting out? I still think it's gotta be more than one person. Arios, I'm starting to lose a lot of suspicion in because, you know, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. After, like, thinking back about it, I was like, his wife probably died. And that was probably, like, I don't know, Guy had... But I was gonna say if Guy had something to do with it or Guy couldn't stop it, and that was a part of the First Division, or I guess the police problem, and that's why he left. I think there's a world where Ario still is the one who shot Guy. Grizz, I feel like, hasn't done anything in this game. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. But he is so big and burly that I feel like he could just be a boss at some point, you know what I'm saying? So Grizz is still a suspect for potential cult shenanigans. And he's got a locked door in his room, and that makes me upset. You know what I mean? But there's a whole nother game, and maybe we'll just unlock in the second game for us, who knows? We haven't seen Bales in I guess we saw Bales last episode, didn't we? I don't know. I feel like there's something about Bales that we don't know. But I don't know if it's cult related, not for nothing. I'm trying to think of who else is in the higher ups. It could be really Dieter Croy. I'm still looking, and this is out of just spite. I still got Bella on my list. Do we know when she got those dolls? Like, maybe she's been, like, talking to Rosenberg, and maybe she's like, oh, yeah, maybe it is. My thing is, Rosenberg does seem to, like, have actual, love or, like, patriotism for Crossbell City. And I think, I'm almost still leaning towards, this is still gonna end in a, but if it ends in a battle between Crossbell and Arabonia, I feel like Calvard has to be a part of it somehow. Because Letcher and our homegirl, they all did their talking too. Dude, I don't know anymore. I'm closing. I need to sleep on this for real. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching.